all right. Good morning, Plug Talk. All right. As you guys see, we got a guest speaker today. Super excited having him on, man. AI Tony, welcome, bro. Welcome.
Morning. How you doing? How you doing?
Doing good, man. Good morning. Good morning. Everything good with the stream? You can hear everything
Yep,
well, and all right,
yep. All
perfect.
good. I can see everything. We're good to go on this end.
Perfect, man. Perfect. I'm excited about having you on today, man.
Thank you for
So
having me here. Appreciate it.
yeah, absolutely, bro. Absolutely, man. So we got a big slate today, man. You came on at a crazy time because we got a pretty big slate today. So we got MLB. I think we got some NFL going on today. We're not going to go over the entire slate like I normally do on every day, just because I have you on here, and I'm not trying to hold up your day hostage. So
Yeah.
we're gonna
I'm
we're
going to stay
gonna
as long as I can. I still got to put the picks out for the people. So,
yeah,
um,
man.
we'll get.
I'm definitely excited to see what you got. I'm gonna actually let you kick the show off here. I want you to kind of introduce yourself, man, before we get started. Let people know where they can find you if you run any services. So while they're listening, they could either look you up or join your service. Or I know you work with AI models.
Yes.
So this is actually amazing because you're actually the first AI capper that I've had come on my show before, and that's why I was so excited about getting you on, because this is a field that not many people are exploring. I don't think, with sports betting, and I think it's incredible. I mean, any way we could beat the books, man, is a good way for me. And how amazing AI is advancing. I mean, let's just be real. The sports books have been using AI to beat us
Yeah, for a
for
while.
for years now, right?
Yep.
So
100%.
yeah, they've been using AI to beat us for years now. So, now that we got the advantage on them with it a little bit, I think it's definitely a field worth exploring, bro. So I'm interested to see what you bring us today, what your models got. I'm excited about this show.
Yep. So am I. Thank you for having me. One thing, I am not a capper. I'm just like you guys. I just have this model that's helped me that I want to help everybody. There are some other AI people out there that I aspire to be like. That's why I got into the field, doing with the AI. But I wanted it not to be gatekeeped. I wanted it to be accessible for everybody. So that was my main point of building this whole model, and um, being able to let everyone experience AI and not just follow cappers who use AI models, but you have to use their models. And no shade at anybody. I think it's great, but I wanted to open the door so that you can actually be in there and explore it. You can follow me on AI underscore Tony underscore bets. Um, if you want to join our Discord, it's at Sharp Duel backslash AI Tony backslash AI Tony dash on sharpduel.com. It's $10 for the entire MLB season. We already have the NFL model that came out last year. It was great. I hit a lot of lottos. You could go through my Twitter. You can see all the stuff that we did with the AI Tony bot during NBA, NHL. I'm still learning NHL. I'm not the biggest NHL person, but we did hit some shots, some assists. Just using the bot and doing some of our own research, we were able to accomplish some stuff with hockey, which I have no clue about, but we were still hitting some bank builders and some lottos. So that was good with that. And this is the first year we did MLB, and we've hit a four legger. We've This week we hit three builders. Just using the model and doing the research like you do on Plug Talk, the same research that I do, plus the AI just helps us get a little bit edge on the books. So basically, the AI just gives you a probability of the player doing good or not, and that's all I really needed because I didn't. I told Plug before I got on here, I know nothing about baseball. I'm learning as I'm going, but with the AI bot, it actually gave me some assistance to saying, hey, this player has a good possibility of getting a hit this game just by plugging their name in, looking at the stats, doing a little homework, and at the end of the day, I'm gradually, just like everyone, getting good and just picking smarter bets and just growing, basically.
Absolutely, man. I'm definitely excited to see what your models got for us today. Like I said, I went through your page before, I even asked you to come on here, and I was pretty impressed with some of the tickets that you had posted that
Yeah,
just simple AI helped you make. It was pretty incredible. So I'm
yeah.
very excited to see what you got for this slate today, man.
Yep, thank you. And yeah, and
Yep.
that's what I like to put on. I always put the play of the day because I want to show people that hey, just with a little bit of research and the AI, you can make smarter bets. Like the lottos are great. Don't get me wrong. Everybody wants to hit a lotto. Everyone wants to retire, and those are always great. But if you just build your bankroll, that's probably more consistent than hitting a two-legger or a four-legger on home runs just doing two hits. And yeah, you're gonna miss a hit in here and there, but you'll probably get more bank builders than you would do lottos. And I love lottos, but if you're gonna do lottos, you're definitely gonna hit some singles. So I always tell people play your singles because those from those lottos will at least keep you afloat and let you go on to the next round and keep playing. So um, parlays are great, but stick with your single bets and stick with those bank builders. That'll keep you staying afloat, basically.
Absolutely. I tell all my clients the same thing.
Yep.
Um, we we're not here to get rich quick. At least I'm not. I know
Yeah.
a lot of people are, but I'm not here to get rich quick. I
Yep.
have one goal every month, and my goal is pay half of my rent with my winnings.
Yep.
That's my goal. I keep
That's
it
it.
very simple. Slow roll the shit out of the books.
Yep.
And I'm just trying to get my piece of the pie. You know what I mean? Everyone wants to, hit this $5 into a,
Yeah.
60,000. I mean, it's
Exactly.
great. It's fucking great. It looks great because you see them
Yeah.
all the time on the internet.
Yep.
But
Because that.
it's not like that, people.
Yeah.
It's not
It's
like
really
that.
not. It's
Like,
really
yeah, if you,
that four leg that I hit. I really didn't even like think it was gonna hit. It was just really luck. Like I had two picks I had from AI, and I just looked at some of the data, and I was like, this isn't gonna hit, and it hit. But I have not hit another four leg since then. But you know what I have hit? I've hit some bank builders. I've hit
yeah,
some singles. Like those are more consistent. I don't think I'm gonna hit. I'll probably hit another four leg probably by the end of the season or something. But if I'm lucky, you'll catch a good wave and you'll hit something. But
yeah,
at the end of the day, I'd rather stay consistent than try to like break the bank because they're not going to let
exactly,
you break the bank. They're not.
exactly, and that's just good. That's when it comes because we all know, betting. There's a lot more to betting than just finding winners. That is a very, very small part of this whole grand scheme of things of being and I'm not talking about just a better, I'm talking about being a profitable better.
Yep.
I mean, like, there is things that we could do a whole show on it. There's discipline,
Yep.
there is structure, there is, I mean, consistency. I mean, there is everything that has to do with betting besides finding winners.
Yep.
So, and that's the reason why guys like us come on here and do this to help people that are working in 9 to 5 that can't keep that consistent research, that can't
Yep.
keep that structure, you know what I mean? Or they don't know where to start with their bankroll.
Yep.
That's why we do this. We're here to help people that just don't simply have time even.
Yeah,
So,
and that's what happened to me when I started getting into betting. Like I came home and I was like, I don't know what to bet on. Like I wanted to bet at the end of the day, but I'm like, I only know NFL, and I'm like, I don't know NBA, I don't know hockey, I don't know what to build on. And I started learning AI, and I started going down the rabbit hole, and I was like, hey, maybe this might be the solution. I could come home from my 9 to 5, log in, see who's the best person to pick, and just roll the dice. Then I started doing research, and I was like, okay, maybe this isn't the best person to pick because of this head-to-head matchup. And I'll just do a little bit more homework, an hour of homework, and at least you'll make a smarter bet than you just basically giving them your money at the end of the
yep,
day.
100%, man, 100%. All right, all right. So And it's funny we're talking about lottos and everything, Tony, because last night I actually gave out, and I'm sorry to my community, my Discord community. I truly do apologize. Normally I give out these big home run hitters to them,
Yeah,
but we hit a round robin yesterday, a four leg
nice,
round robin for like plus 9,000.
nice.
Yeah, it was pretty awesome, man. So talking about how lotteries don't hit much and all that, it's funny. I just hit one last night.
Good shit.
I gave it to my VIP. I didn't put it in my regular chat. I gave it to all my paid members, and I also gave it on a space that I do every week. That I do every week with Wolf Financial. So that
Nice.
was pretty cool.
Good.
But yeah, yesterday was a good day, man, for my VIP. The people that are in my VIP, it was a really good day. We did miss my bigger play of the night. Well, my biggest play of the night we missed. It was Musgrove under his 5.5 Ks. It was a very stupid read of mine,
Mm-hmm.
because on the show I was so adamant about the Padres beating the dog piss out of them.
Yeah.
I try to get fancy. I try to get creative. I try to get fancy, and I missed my biggest bet of the night. But we did go 2-1 yesterday in VIP, so it was a good day. How'd you do yesterday, Tony?
I did pretty well. We missed our play of the day because of Michael Bush. I like I had AI Tony had him over to go over point 0.8 on the hits. It was just a hit from him, and I had someone else for a hit from the Mets. But the Mets cleared. He hit, but Michael Bush couldn't get a hit. He was popping flies, doing all this, and I was just like, oh my god. So I gave out 3 plays yesterday. The play that they missed, our narrative, which I missed the call on that one because I called it Narrative Street, which was Gunner's bobblehead, Soto's bobblehead, and Otani's 40 to hit 40 home runs. I forgot that he was going to get 40 steals, and I should have parlayed those two together. But we got Otani for the home run, so we got a unit on that. And then my 4-legger AI Tony versus me. Um, I have top plays that give you the who AI Tony thinks is going to hit a home run. So it's about 20 names. They're broken up from home runs and total bases. I had Aaron Judge, but I think I went with Soto. And I seen Jeremy Pena, but I thought he wasn't playing. So AI Tony had Jeremy Pena on top. I was like, nah. I was like, I'll go with Ryan Jeffries. So that missed, but AI Tony was right, and I just picked the wrong sheet. We could do that today at the end of the thing too. I could show you his predictions for home runs, and we could
I
pick.
would love that, bro. So after we're done MLB, let's actually do that, Tony.
Yeah,
I want to bring up, we'll share your screen, and
yep,
I want to bring up your models and maybe just show the people
yeah.
how
What
it
about?
works. And
Yep.
it's also too good to do it then, because usually it's about a half hour to 45 minutes into the show, maybe a little longer, where we start getting some big numbers come in. Because this time I noticed I fight against a lot of bigger shows that are on, but
Um,
I'm not changing my times, period.
no, I hear you.
Um, but they do. People start to come in a lot later. Probably by the time we're done MLB, it'll probably be perfect. We'll probably have at least over 100 and some people in here, and they can all see your model. So I definitely want to see how it works as well. So we'll definitely do that, man. We'll
Yeah,
pull
we'll
that
dive
up
in.
after MLB, and you can show us the best hitters and batters on the MLB slate for today.
Yeah, we
That
could dive
that's that
in.
that would be awesome.
Yeah, and then you guys can help me pick a winner because I'll dive. I'll take his sheet and then I'll go and do my own research. And I don't know. Sometimes I'm like blocking myself, and I'm like, why didn't I think of that? Like he has the. He's been very consistent with the total bases and at least 2 people from total bases and 2 people from home runs to
Yeah.
get a home run. And I'm like, yeah, like I should have went Judge, but in my head I'm like, it's got to be Soto. No way Judge is getting another home run. And then I see
I
all
took them
rise.
both. I used DraftKings. You know that double chance home run hitters they got?
Yeah,
I
yeah.
took them both.
Oh, you did? That's what I should have done. I
Yeah,
know. I have DraftKings too. I should have done that. I got to start using
dude,
that
it's a game changer. The
more. Yeah,
double chance home runs, round robins I make, it's a
I
game
got to do
changer,
that.
bro. I swear to
Yeah,
God, I hit three of them. not all of them. I don't sweep, but that's why I do round robins.
All right.
Because I normally hit three of them or two to at least get my money back.
Yep.
And bro, I'm telling you, it's been a game changer for me. Them double
Yeah.
chance home runs are I live by them.
Yeah.
Like when I make
I
my
gotta
round
start doing
robins,
that.
I live by those.
I gotta start doing that, especially when they're giving Judge at like I think it was like plus 180 or 200. When you could do the round robin, and it's like almost the same, and you're getting two players instead of one.
Correct.
So yeah,
Yep.
I gotta get back into that.
Yeah, man. It was a game changer for me, man. All right, let's get started with the picks, man. We're 15 minutes into the show. Let's get started with the slate. I'll set the table, and you just follow up with me, and
Yep.
we'll run down this MLB slate. All right. So, first game we got on the board, we got the Rockies taking on the Yankees. Guys, this is another minus 300 play today. So we got and I don't even know who they're bringing out. So we got we got Bradley Blaulock. Yeah,
Yep.
Blalock coming
Wow.
out for the Rockies at a plus 250. We got the Yankees at a minus 310, bringing out Will Warren. We got a total of 9.5 here. Highly favored to the under at a minus 118. And it looks like we got a plus 1.5 at a plus 130 for the Rockies. And we are laying some major juice on the run line for the Yankees. Uh, I'm not trying to steal Oliver's thunder here because it was the first comment he said when he walked in the game
That's
or
cool. Yep.
walked in the door. He said big over for the first game. But man, I am right there with him. I think this is an over spot through and through. I mean, seriously, New York was able to what? I think they put up a. They shut them out in game one of this series.
Yep.
So I think they're probably gonna try to try to get it done here. And if they're going to get it done, they're going to put up runs. I mean, the Yankees, they're 35 and 28 at home this year. Rockies are the worst road team in the league. I mean,
Yep.
has the Rockies even hit 20 yet?
I don't
I
think
mean, no. They're 18 and 49 on the road. Colorado has been competitive. I'll say that they've been competitive at home this year, but I just can't trust them on the road, man.
yeah.
Um, I think the Yankees could probably hit this number close on their own. I see the Rockies putting up a few runs as well. Will Warren, he has had major issues this year. Neither starting pitcher is trustworthy at all. And going against this Rockies lineup that is just absolutely cooking right now. At Yankee Stadium. Nah. And I can't see the Rockies going over again. So I think the over 8.5 is a gem today.
Yeah, I like that. I like that pick. And I think I'm gonna probably go with Ben Rice for a hit and maybe Jazzy. Um, Tony has been uh, predicted to be over 30% his regular average on hits. He had a hit last game, but he hasn't had a hit for a while. So he might be back in the full swing because we haven't heard Ben Rice's name called at all. He was hitting 3 home runs, 2 home runs, and then that was it for him. And I like the pitching mix that he's facing today. So him and Jazzy, I would definitely do for either bases or a hit, definitely. But no, I don't think any home runs this uh, Blacklock. He hasn't given any home runs up to lefties, so I would stay away from home runs from Ben Rice or Jazzy. But against the four seam, uh, Ben Rice has had 2 home runs. He's .517 on slug average against for the four seam fastballs and the splitter. He hasn't hit any splitters and the curveball, not so well against. I'm pretty good against the curveball. So with Ben Rice, I would go with hits, and same thing with Jazzy. And AI Tony likes him, so I'll go with that.
I love it. I love the Jazz Chisholm look.
Yep.
So I'm not going to get any stats on this today, because obviously both these pitchers have not seen a
Yeah.
single player on either one of these lineups.
Right.
So both pitchers are coming in with a slight advantage
Yep.
because They have not. None of these batters have seen these guys before.
No.
So obviously, we're not going to get any analytics off of what's been going on between these guys and the batters. But regardless, we can always use the eye test.
Yep.
Chisholm, his bat woke up a little bit last night, I believe.
Yep.
That is a very good sign because Chisholm is a very streaky batter,
Yep.
and I think Chisholm is actually a really really solid look tonight. I love that look a lot, man. Um, I'm gonna stay away from. I'm gonna stay away from
Ben.
I'm gonna stay away from the Rockies.
Yeah.
No, I like Ben too. I
Okay.
like Ben too. But I'm gonna try to stay away from the Rockies and keep it on the Yankees. In
Yeah.
this one.
The only person on the Rockies that is good against the pitcher mix, like I said, like you said, they haven't faced them, but against their arsenal is probably just Michael. Like that's really it. Maybe Blackman for a hit, but I wouldn't, like you said, I wouldn't go crazy Rocky at Yankee Stadium. I would just stick with that.
Right. Yep. I agree. All right. I I gotta check something real quick. Is college football about to start?
I think so. I think it's their preseason.
No, that I'm talking about. I think it's week 0 for college football. Let me
Oh
see
wow.
something. See, my times are set up wrong. So it says 12 o'clock, but
Mm.
I think my computer time is wrong. Why can't I fucking find this?
Yeah, it should be 12 o'clock now.
So it's Eastern Standard Time, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Uh, all right. So let's go over this one college football game real quick then.
Yep.
I'll be really quick with it. It's Florida State versus Georgia Tech. I just want to be sure that it does start if it starts at 12:06 or whatever. I just want to be sure that I cover it
Hmm.
because I kind of got laughed at for this, but I truly believe that Georgia Tech is going to win this game outright. So I did a full article on it on my website, guys. You guys already know where to find my articles. Go over to theoutletsv.com, read the article. I think you guys will find it interesting. If you guys have been following my preseason football articles, we have not missed a single one. Not a single article I've missed in NFL preseason, and I plan on sticking to my football winning streaks here. And I am going with the Yellow Jackets today. Okay, 10.5 is ridiculous. So here's another big thing that I love the most. This line actually opened up at a 14.
Wow.
So the public, just like I thought they would be hammering the shit out of FSU. And look at where we get Georgia Tech now at a 10.5. Tell me how that makes any sense. You
That's
know, all the
crazy.
money in the world is
Went to the
coming
other
in
side.
on Florida State,
Yep.
and now the line is moving this heavy in favor of Georgia Tech. Huge indication,
Mm.
humongous indication that my article was on point and that Georgia Tech could possibly win this game outright. And I'm
Wow.
telling y'all, this is how we're starting our fucking season. So I just needed to put that out there, man. If you guys want more in-depth analysis on that, please go read my article. I brought it up on a space the other day, and literally I got thumbs down. People thought I was crazy. And whenever that happens, honestly, Tony, it makes
Yep.
me feel better about my picks, man.
Exactly. That's what happens to me when I after I do all my research and then I go on Twitter and I'm like, no one, I'm not following anyone or no one has the same picks I have. First, I got a little nervous, like, oh, did I mess up? And then when they hit, I'm like, all right, I did the right thing. I did the right thing. It
Yeah,
was
always, man.
wonderful.
It's always a good indication. So I don't ever follow. A lot of people know this about me. Like when it comes to what side the public's on, it comes that's a big part of capping, especially these
Yeah.
bigger sports like NFL, MLB, even college football. It's good to know where the public is.
Yep.
But you can't trust all these websites.
Exactly.
You can't trust the sample sizes they give when it comes to money and bet samples
Yep.
because honestly, first of all, they don't tell you where they're even getting these samples from,
Yep.
and
100%.
half the time it's bullshit numbers.
Yep.
So what I do is I hit social media.
Yep.
I hit social media and I look and see where I go through Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter. And that will be enough for you to see where the public
Yep.
is on a
Exactly.
certain popular game. And that's how I say where the public is.
Yep.
So,
100%.
yep, I advise everyone to use that system because a lot of these systems like Action and all them, I'm telling you guys, their numbers are fraudulent.
Yep.
So,
100%.
yep, they are highly fraudulent. So I like Georgia Tech here on the money line. I took the plus 10.5, and I took the money line at a plus 320. So that's how I'm starting my day.
All right. I'm probably gonna join you, and you got a 50% profit boost. Oh,
Awesome. Awesome. Yup, I just got it too on DraftKings. So I'm not going crazy on this bet.
yeah.
I'm only putting I'm only I got an odd number of 19 in my bankroll. So that's what I'm putting on it. I'm putting $19 on the plus 10.5. I already got a 13.5 ticket. That's a little higher than 19 on it. But I'm running back Georgia Tech again with this line movement here. It's just indicating to me that this is a strong play. So I'm all over it, man. So Georgia Tech plus the 10.5. And if you guys got the bankroll, I would simply sprinkle the money line as well.
Sounds good. Let me add that jazzy hit. I wasn't adding those as we were going.
All right, just give me 1 second. My DraftKings is loading here, and then we're going to move back to baseball. All right. All right, so let's go back to baseball, and we'll continue to run down the slate. I don't think there's any other early games that we have going on. So,
No, this is till three. I think 3 or 4, and then
uh,
the rest.
for
Oh, you mean football? No, the rest a little bit later on.
yeah,
Two
the
thirty,
earliest baseball game starts at what, 2 o'clock?
2 o'clock. Yep.
All right. All right. So let's keep it moving here. We're going to go with the next game, which I believe is the Angels game. Yep. So we got the Angels. They are taking on the Blue Jays. I talked hella shit on the Blue Jays yesterday. I gave them props. I said they were going to win that game. I'm a I can't stand this Blue Jays team. They really, really are inconsistent. But
Yep.
yesterday I had them on a 3-pick parlay that I gave to my community. It was actually a triple threat cross sport parlay, uh, which was we took soccer, we took NFL, and we took baseball and made a 3-leg parlay out of it, and it cashed.
Nice.
Blue Jays were the money line that I had in there, and if you guys watched that game like I did, you guys know you were sweating your ass off the entire game. All right, but the Blue Jays did end up coming back and winning that game, and it's only because I talked hella shit on them in the chat during the game.
There you go.
So that's the way I look at it. But today we got the Angels at a plus 160. We got the Blue Jays at a minus 192. We got a total of 8.5. Favorite to the over here at a minus 115. You got Carson Fulmer coming out against the Angels, and you got Bowden Francis. Bowden
Right.
Francis taking the mound on the Rockies, right? Or
No, Blue Jays.
yeah, I'm tripping on the Blue
Yeah.
Jays. So I do that a lot, bro. So
No, the others.
Francis's numbers are actually really good, man.
Yeah.
Uh,
I'm doing that.
his numbers look amazing against the Angels. Uh, I'm not a big Angels fan, and their bats are bad to begin with.
Mhm.
Um, honestly, this is a game I'm probably not going to touch, man. But I think maybe Francis is if we're getting his numbers at a good price, man, it really might not be a bad look here with his Ks because his strikeout work looks really, really good. I do think the Blue Jays can win this game. The way the Angels lost it might raise a little suspicion the way they lost yesterday because they might want to kick up even more today. but I just can't do it, man. Like I said, I don't trust either one of these offenses.
Mm,
But I am going to have to lean the Blue Jays in this one. And like I said, if we're getting a good price with this guy's K's, it might be the way to go because his numbers look fantastic. It's a small sample size, but they look good. We're getting his K's at a 5.5 at a -125. That's the way I'll go here. Give me the Blue Jays and give me Francis's K's over 5.5 in this one.
gotcha. I just ran Tony. Last 10 games, 2.8 strikeouts is the average. Projected to be about average and about 21% to be above average. So five probably be the number that you're looking at. And I'm just going off of just this and the data that you just gave me. Um, so that's a good pick. For bats, I've been chasing Vlad if he plays all week. Let me just take a look at the pitch mix real quick against right-handed pitches from what he's going to see today. So today he's going to see a changeup, which he's only hit one home run, 4.10 on the SLG for the changeup. He's going to see a fastball. He hits fastballs, and he's given Fulmer has given up 5 home runs to right-handed batters. Um, and then his other is the slider. Let's see how he looks on the slider. Mouse froze. There we go. And the slider. Vlad hits. Vlad hits everything he's going to be seeing today. Let me see about the changeup. The changeup, he's hit a home run on the changeup. He's hit a home run on everything he's going to see today. His slug looks good. If you want to run bases on Vlad is always good for 2 bases. Everyone knows that. And he's been stinking up the joint, so could be a good bounce back. I would go with Vlad two total bases. If you wanted to go home runs, that'll be a little bit risky. But I would go two. I would do a hit or 2 total bases on Vlad. I think I'm gonna throw that in
I love it. I actually got a couple hitters as well in this one, and obviously they're on the Blue Jays. I love the Vlad look. I also been kind of chasing Vlad down.
there. Yeah,
He's coming, man. He's coming.
yeah. And
I
Bashore too. Bashore, Springer. I like those
Yep, I like Springer as well. He's been hot. So Carson Fulmer, man, I mean, he gives up a lot of sharp contact. He has an opponent batting average of a 313. He is an ex WOBA of a 402. Bro, like, this is definitely a spot where we target Blue Jay batters.
three. Yep.
Horwitz, man, hits,
Yeah,
runs,
Horwitz. That's the
RBIs.
other person. Yeah, that's the other person I had on my list.
Yep,
I had those three, and then watch it be was it Ernie and the other ones that hit on
bro,
every
Clement's been
time.
a fucking monster, bro.
Yeah, Ernie,
He is
Ernie's a beast.
Yeah,
Although,
bro, he's been a monster. You like, I'm telling you, this is just a good time. You know what, sneaky lefty on righty today, bro? And I'm telling you, you guys are probably going to be like, Plug, who the fuck is that? Let's see if he's even in the lineup. But there's a guy. His name is Will Wagner.
yeah, he's not. He doesn't have a lot of sample size. I looked at his chart, and I'm just like, I can't
But
even. I don't even know what to do with this. It's like
I know. Let me
10
see if
games.
we're getting him. Okay, I want to see if we're getting him for a home run. Because if we are, I think he's worth the sprinkle today, and I'll tell you why. At least his total bases. Um, I don't see him. I
Yeah,
don't see him
he's not
listed.
on FanDuel.
Yeah, it's all right. Oh well. If he
So
does start and you guys can catch him live, just remember Will Wagner's name.
yeah,
Because the only reason why I'm saying this is because I love guys who don't have home runs against starting pitchers. And it sounds crazy, right? But first of all, I love the difference in the lefty on righty matchup here. I love that. That's a clear indication of a batter and advantage.
yep.
But he's seen Carson Fulmer 2 times. Both times he's seen Carson Fulmer, he doubled.
Mm.
So he's slugging a 2,000. He's got a batting average of 1,000, and he's got an on base percentage of 1,000. So I'm just throwing that out there. You guys know that's how I love to target my batters. If he's seen them a few times and he's doubled and tripled off of them, but he has not got that home run, that just means that ball didn't hit the corner of the plate the right way.
Right.
But it's only a matter of time because when he connects, that shit's going.
100%. And from on that team too, Joey, I'm gonna say his name all fucked up. Lepore Fadio, he hit yesterday. So don't always forget when they usually go back to back. He has an okay matchup against his Arsenal. Not fabulous, but if you'll see that happen now and again, guys that you never heard of, they'll go back to back against the same team that they're facing because they're the hot bat. He's had a home run against four of his Arsenals, except for the slider. Um, that might be a sneaky pick if you want to throw that in there. It doesn't jump out at me the slug percentage against the pitcher mix, but this guy, he's another lefty that's there. You never know. That might be just a single if you want to play. Just throw it in there. I wouldn't throw him into a parlay, but if that's a single that you just want to do and say, hey, it goes $2, it might turn into something. I think I might do that.
I like it, man. I like it. All right. Let's move on to this next one. This next one looks like a pretty good matchup here. We were pretty adamant about the Astros yesterday. I'm not so sure about them today, guys. So we got the Astros coming in. The Astros are coming in at a minus 122. We got the Orioles at home. We're still in Camden Yards, obviously. At a plus 102, we got a total of 8 here. It's slightly favored to the over at a minus 115. We got Framber Valdez coming out for the Astros, but we got Albert Suarez coming out for the Orioles. Now, I'm not as big on the Astros that I was yesterday, guys. The Astros, they have played the better ball, plain and simple, recently, right? The last few weeks, they're just playing the better ball. They have Valdez out there. The Orioles, they are just it's tough,
Yeah,
man.
they're hard. They're hard to predict, bro.
Yes, bro, they are
Really.
very tough. And like I said, they are still this is still a team. We can't get it fucked up because I have been downplaying the Orioles a lot in the last few series, but it's been because it's just what it's how
Yeah,
I felt. But we
yeah.
can't keep underestimating them. This is still a team that is 20 games above 500. Albert Suarez has been just as good as Framber Valdez. Honestly, I mean, you look at his numbers at home, they're terrific. Albert Suarez pitches his best ball at Camden Yards. In this spot, the value is on the Orioles, in my opinion. That's where I'm at here. Give me the Orioles with plus money in this situation, man. I think I think the pitching matchup cancels itself out. And
Mhm.
after the few appearances we've seen from the Orioles bats, I think they're due to show up. And I think this is going to be the spot that they show up. They hit lefties really well. The lineup has seen Framber a lot. I like the Orioles' chances today at home.
Yeah, no, I like it too. What's Suarez's strikeout line?
Yeah, so we're getting Suarez at a so he is sitting at a 3.5 at a minus 125.
Yeah, I would take it. I got AI Tony. Last 10 games, his average is 3.8 strikeouts. He's projected to be above average 21%. His average, projected to be at 30%. 40% chance of being under average. So if they're giving you a 3.5 and AI Tony says he's going to be above average at 3.8, I would take that.
All
That's
right,
it.
all right. You got any batters for this one?
Yeah, I think I might just go Santana again.
Love it.
And maybe Yordi. Because isn't everybody chasing Yordi? And if I look at this, I was checking out before I got on here. I think this is the last game I was checking out that I had to go mow the lawn. Um, against righties, this pitcher has given up 9 home runs, and Santana against lefties, he's gotten 11 home runs. And on the sinker, that was the only thing with Santana was the sinker. He really didn't do anything. And curveball, he has a strong arsenal. Valdez curveball, he's got a home run. I would go bases with Santana or hits if that's what you want to do. If you want to play it safe, his changeup, he's had two home runs off his changeup. So he's hitting his arsenal, which is good, and the flyouts look good here too. So I would do Santana. I know everyone's going to talk about Gunnar because yesterday, and that has been a pattern that I did see. Everyone hits a date after the narrative. So if it's their birthday or if it's the bobblehead, the day after they go, because everyone goes on, oh, why didn't you hit yesterday? But if you want to look at Gunnar, you can. I wouldn't. But yeah, him and Yordi is going good against his arsenal for Suarez. The changeup, he's hitting 4 home runs. This fastball, he's hitting 2 home runs with a slug 3.7, which is kind of low. I would just keep it to the hits. And his changeup, what's his changeup? His changeups, he's hitting 4 home runs with a .645 slug, which is really good. So he's hitting all his arsenal. So if you want to do total bases or hits, that's good. I'll look at AI Tony later to see if he's on the list for home runs, because if he is, I would definitely do this. But he's probably going to be throwing him more cutters, if anything. If he's hitting almost everything from his arsenal, you probably see a lot of cutters in today's game.
All right, I love it. I love it. I'm definitely going to put that on my list here for today.
Yep.
Um, I do want to give out one hitter for the Orioles. There's a lot of hitters in this game that I think can go yard today. So
Yep.
I'm just going to rock with you on yours. I think for a hit though at a minus 185, this is probably one of my favorite parlay pieces of the day. Is Austin Slater.
Oh yeah,
He's
he's on top. He's on
Yeah, bro. So he's seen Framber Valdez. First of all, it's a righty on lefty matchup. He's seen Framber Valdez
top.
9 times. He's got 6 hits. They were all singles. He only has one strikeout against them. He's slugging a 667. He's 667 across the board, batting, OPB, and slugging.
Yeah.
So Austin Slater for a hit just looks like straight gold, bro.
Yeah, that's easy. That's he's hitting everything in his arsenal. Yeah, I like that. I think I'm gonna run that.
Yep, just for a hit, man.
Just a hit.
Just
That's a
for a
good.
hit.
I might
Fucking,
build that with
yep.
some.
I think it's an awesome leg to put into your parlay today if you're making one.
Yeah.
All right, let's move on to the next game, man. We got the Brewers and the A's here. Um, let me see if I got this game on here. Nope, don't look like I do, but we'll keep it up anyway. So we got the Brewers. Uh, We got the Brewers coming in at a minus 130. We got the Athletics at a plus 110. Looks like we got a total of 8 here. We got Joe Boyle coming out for the Athletics, and it looks like the Brewers are going to be bringing out Colin Ray today.
Yeah.
So Boyle has not been great, guys. Okay, Colin Ray, I'm giving him a huge advantage on the mound in this game for obvious reasons. First of all, Colin Ray, the Brewers kick up for this guy. Okay, when he comes out, the Brewers win his starts, bro. Plain and simple. He's 11-4 with a 3.52 ERA. Where you got Joe Boyle, who's a 3-5 with an ERA over 6. Um, the
Yeah.
line is a little confusing to me. I'm not going to lie to you. The line actually opened up at a plus 115 uh as the A's as the underdog. Now it's at a plus 110. And I know damn well that the public is not betting Joe Boyle and the Athletics today. All right? So
Maybe
this
they know
line,
something. Maybe they know something we don't know.
oh,
You
they
never know.
do. They do. Because this line looks like a Brewer spot through and through.
Mm-hmm.
Everywhere I look, it points to Milwaukee, but this line is telling me big A's today. So Milwaukee was able to just get a blowout win, right?
Yep.
And what Friday night. Uh, they are dominating the NL Central right now, right? They are completely dominating the standings.
Yeah.
The Brewers are 36-30 on the road, where the Athletics are 32-34 at home this year. Oakland has played their best ball at home this season, so but that's not enough to move the line like this, especially when you got a Joe Boyle who's taking the mound. His numbers are ridiculous, bro. Milwaukee is bringing out Colin Ray, who's been amazing. The Brewers kick up for this guy. So why are we getting a line like this?
Yeah,
I
they need
think I think it's an A's spot. Give me the A's here at a plus 110. I'm going to take my chances. You could take the plus 1.5 at a minus 155. Someone knows something that we don't.
yeah. Let me add that. And then what's Boyle's line for his strikeouts?
All right. So and also guys, it's going to be hard to get any kind of stats from me because the neither one of these pitchers has seen the lineup. All right. So we're getting on. So you want Boyles? His
Yeah, what's this guy?
damn. His K's are at a 5.5, bro. At a plus 110.
See, that might be a little bit of a trap. I'm just saying what I'm looking at. Let me look at his other charts, but AI has him at 35% to hit 4.5 strikeouts. His average is 4.5 strikeouts. So he was at 35% to get there. And you said the line is 5.5?
Yeah, at a plus 115, it's highly favored to the under 5.5.
Mm, mm, that's
And
funny.
on top of it, you ready for this? They got Joe Boyles out recorded at a 14.5 at a minus 180 to the over.
Really
Like, bro, what?
crazy. That's crazy.
This game stinks, bro.
Yeah, I'm taking the Athletics. I'm gonna add that. I got Slater and the Athletics, and
And
then mhm,
his earned runs are at a 2.5. They're highly favored to the under at a minus 160.
mm, yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, man.
That's crazy.
Yeah, this
Um,
looks like an athletic spot to me.
yeah, that is. And then I only have one player prop, and this is my boy because he always comes through for me when I need him. Uh, Trice, where is he? I have him right here. He's definitely going to get a hit. He's not getting a home run. I just want to be clear with that. But very consistent player. Turang, Bryce Turang, very
Hmm.
consistent player. Just a hit. You don't need to do bases unless you're going to be on Bet 365 or you do point 0.5 bases. But very consistent hitter for me. He didn't. I see there's going to be a bounce back game for him for today. He didn't get any hits yesterday. He had 3 at bats. And he's very consistent in getting 1, 2. And AI Tony definitely likes him over 50% to hit his. I ran that earlier. There's one of the players I ran earlier today. I'll run him again real quick, but his charts look really really good, and I think I'm gonna stick with him. He's got me a home run in the past, and when someone's gotten you a home run that wasn't supposed to get you a home run, you got a like sweet spot for them in your heart when it comes to betting until they
Facts.
fuck
That's
up, and
fair.
then you're like, why did you do that? But yeah, I think I'm gonna run with him for a hit. Yeah, Bryce Turang. Let's see what we got
I
here.
like it. So he's at a 1,700 for a home run today. So his total bases are going to be lovely, bro.
Yeah. So I have his charts from AI Tony. So his 10 game average is point 0.8 hits, which we only need point 0.5. He's projected to be under average by 19%, which I love. When I look at AI Tony charts, anything under average, I try to look at 20% or under. His average, he's projected to be 48% to hit his average. If his average is 0.8 and we just need 0.5, I'm good with one hit when it comes to that. And his above average, he's projected to be above average by 31%. So he might get 2 hits. I'm going to stay conservative and do one hit. If I had time today, I really would look at his chart and maybe I'll see if there's a pattern that emerged, and then I might do his 2 hits. In the last 10 games, he's gotten 2 hits 2 times. I would do a little bit more research with that, but I'm comfortable with doing one hit on Bryce Terrain. His total bases average is 1.1. 1.3. That's why I said if you have bets 360, you could probably do point 0.5 total base. It'll probably be negative 110 or something like that. His under average is going to be 34% to be under 1.3 total bases, which is good because we only need one base if you're doing bet 365. And then to be above, be his average of 1.3 total bases, he's going to be at 47%. So AI Tony believes he's going to get at least one total base, and 18% to be above average. Above average would be 2%. So I wouldn't run Bryce Terrain on FanDuel. Maybe bet 360 and just do like one base. If you're trying to do like a builder, that'll be good to do with that.
All right, I'm glad you cleared that up. I misunderstood you. I thought you said total bases. All right,
Yeah,
perfect. So
yeah,
terrain for a hit.
hit
Okay,
it. Yeah, yeah, do
perfect,
a hit.
perfect.
So yeah, unless you do 365, where 365, that's my wife's account. So I go on there when I want to do like the bases, like because they're the only ones that give you the option to do bases, which is great.
Right.
That's awesome because FanDuel scams you into doing two bases all the time, and you're like, I just want one base.
Yeah,
You know,
facts, bro. They do. They definitely do. I like Blade for a home run in this one. Maybe parlay them both, Blade and Terang for both for a
mm,
hit. I
no,
think
man.
Blade could possibly go yard if the A's are going to do anything. The way the line is projecting the A's are going to kick up today. It looks like. Um, so I was
Do you
look
think Butler will go back to back or no?
who
Butler? I didn't get.
he could. People
It.
been chasing Butler a lot this
Yo,
week.
oh, I
So
before I went on a cruise, I had him twice, and then I came back and he still didn't hit, and then I saw his name yesterday. I was like, I'm not chasing this guy anymore. Right?
he could, but like I said, a lot of people been chasing him for a week. They probably missed him yesterday,
Yep.
seeing that he hit, and they're going to want to
Yep.
ride him today. You know,
This is a trap.
I I would stay away from Butler. He's been a little too inconsistent, but he is a
Yeah.
good batter. He
Yeah.
could definitely go. He definitely could go yard back to back. I think Pena has a better chance of going back to back than Butler today.
Yeah. 100%. 100%. Just
All
give
right.
me 1 second. I just gotta make a phone call, but
Yeah, absolutely. All right. So while he's doing that, I am going to lay down the board real quick. We got the Diamondbacks playing the Red Sox here. Um, so we got the Diamondbacks coming in at a. We got the Diamondbacks at a plus 102 here. We got the Red Sox at a minus 122. We got a total of 9.5 in this one, favored to the over at a minus 112. We got Zach Gallen taking the mound for the Diamondbacks, and we got that boy Cutter Crawford taking the mound for the Red Sox at Fenway. They're giving us a total of 9.5. Can someone please tell me why do these lines stink so bad today, guys? Like how why are we getting Crawford at it? Why is I don't get it, man. I don't get how Crawford is favored over Zach Gallen. Like what are we talking about here? I don't get these lines, man. I don't. There's a couple lines today that I just do not understand, guys. And this is another one. I don't understand this line. So we know Crawford has been terrible. He's been complete butt cheeks. I mean, but this is another good spot for the Diamondbacks. Gallen gave up 4 runs in his last start, so I get it. And it's going to be much of the same here, where we're going to see a lot of runs. It's a Red Sox game at Fenway. So the over is probably your best bet in this game and player props. But Crawford, I mean, he's giving up more than 3 runs in his last three or more runs in his last like 5 games, man. Like I can't see I can't see a world where the Diamondbacks don't get to him. You know what I mean? The Diamondbacks are the better offense here. They got the better bullpen. They got the better starting pitcher in my opinion. Like I don't see how they don't win this game. This game is gonna probably be high scoring, and even if it is, I like the Diamondbacks' chances regardless, because I think they have the better bullpen as well here. So I mean, we're getting the Diamondbacks at plus money, man, at plus 102 here. This is another one where someone knows something. So my whole thing here would be they think that the Red Sox are simply going to outscore the Diamondbacks. That's what I'm getting. They think they're absolutely just going to outscore the Diamondbacks. That's the only way they're going to be able to win this game. So I like the over a lot in this one. I think it's a good spot to take an over. When it comes to hitters, I mean, you could probably have a field day with this game. If you look at Cutter Crawford's numbers against the Diamondbacks, they look pretty good, right? He's got 24 plate appearances, very low K percent because Crawford don't really get strikeouts. He can, but he don't. But he's got an opponent batting average of a 174, and he has a very good ex WOBA of a 165. Zach Gallen, on the other hand, he has hardly no sample size at all. It's very hard to work with anything we see off of Zach Gallen with the Red Sox right here. But I do think this is an over spot. Um, when it comes to player props, I do want to kind of look at Danny Jansen, but then again, I kind of don't. But I mean, Tyler O'Neill is probably not a bad look here. Eugenia Suarez, I had him yesterday, is bit of a drag right now. So I don't know, man. I would just stick to your regular guys here. Give me Jock Peterson and give me a Devers home run in this one. But overall, it's going to be a tough. It's going to be a tough game. This line is seriously not giving me much. I mean, the line is telling us, guys. The line is telling us this is going to be a Red Sox spot, but I just don't necessarily trust it. All right. Let's move on to the next game. The next one we got is we got the Giants and the Mariners, man. We got the Giants and the Mariners here. So we got the Giants coming in at a minus 102. We got the Mariners at a minus 118. We got a total of 6.5. Probably one of the lowest totals on the board today. It is slightly favored to the over, guys. You got Blake Snell coming out for the Giants, and you got George Kirby coming out for the Mariners. I mean, this line is telling us everything. This is going to be a pitcher duel through and through. I mean, George Kirby has looked really good. Blake Snell, he has looked solid, right? Even though he has a losing record of 2-3, he still has looked good. I think you simply take the under 7.5 in this one, pay the juice. You just can't. I mean, Blake Snell and George Kirby. I mean, you just think of a duel, right? At least I do. Kirby pitched his best ball at home this year. T-Mobile Park is extremely pitcher friendly. Snell, I mean, he's looked good, man. You know, he's looked good. This honestly looks like a very low scoring pitching duel type of game through and through. Uh, I really think that Blake Snell could have a good start here. I think Kirby could as well, but I'm going to be rocking with Blake Snell and his K's in this one, or at least Blake Snell and his earned runs to go under. Um, I don't trust this Mariners lineup. The Mariners love to strike out. Blake Snell has really good numbers against this Mariners lineup. Problem is, they have his K's at an 8.5. We seen an 8.5 line yesterday, and I'm not sure if dude hit it, but who was it? Who had their 8.5 line yesterday? Do y'all remember who it was? If anyone in the chat remembers who had that 8.5 strikeout line yesterday, please remind me. But I do like Blake Snell under. I like Blake Snell under. Damn, 1.5, and they got him at 3.5 for his hits allowed. We'll take a shot with it. Give me Blake Snell under 1.5 earned runs at a plus 115, and we're getting his over K's at minus odds. We're not going to go that deep into the rabbit hole. I have no hitters for this game, guys. This is going to be a straight pitcher duel, and I think Snell's the way to go. I think you could probably take the Giants here in the first 5 as well. But you got to be careful because this easily could be a 0-0 game going into the 5th inning. This is going to be a pitcher duel to the very end. All right. AI Tony, I covered the the Red Sox and Diamondbacks game, and I covered the Giants and Mariners game. I am on the over in the Diamondbacks and Red Sox game. It's a line that makes 0 sense to me again.
Yeah,
There is no way that I can possibly see Zach Gallen being an underdog against Cutter Crawford and the Red Sox in this situation, but he is. So this is telling me the Red Sox are going to win. And if the Red Sox are going to win this game, they have to put up runs because
yep,
Cutter Crawford is going to give up runs. And this Diamondbacks lineup has been on fire. So this is telling me this is going to be a very, very high scoring game. I'm expecting like 16 runs out of this game, bro. So I
really.
would love to hear if you got any batters for us.
I didn't get to look yet. I was getting some stuff together, but let me see. I could look at some stuff right now for you for batters. It'll probably be, and this is the
Yeah, it's the Red Sox game.
yeah in Arizona, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so Crawford. Oh yeah, Suarez definitely, definitely like Suarez, and definitely like Rob.
Love
I
it,
like.
man. I brought up Eugenio Suarez too.
Did you?
Yeah.
Yeah, I definitely like him. I didn't get to see his pitcher mix yet. I was going through.
You know what's funny? I took him yesterday. On my hits, runs, and on my home run parlay. I took him yesterday.
Nice, and he cashed you. What do you think about Bell? Let me take.
Oh, I love Bell. Bell is always a sneaky look. You just got to pick his spots.
Yeah, and I
Josh
think I
Bell is
had,
a good batter.
and I think I had Gurley Jr. down too.
Yeah,
Um,
Gurrell Jr. is a really good look. He's always a good look.
yeah, I wanna. I'm
Bro,
probably
you could
gonna.
literally, I don't think you could go wrong in this game.
Yeah, at all, at all. He's given
Eh,
up 28 home runs and 11 to righties. No, that's good. I think I could do a two leg just from the Arizona. I think I want
Yeah,
to do
I mean,
that.
seriously. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot you could do with this. I mean,
Yeah,
Cutter Crawford, he gives up.
yeah.
The thing that concerns me here is Cutter Crawford's numbers are extremely good against this Diamondbacks roster.
Mm,
But you also got to remember these numbers go back from 2015, and
yep.
Cutter Crawford has not always been a bad pitcher, bro.
Yeah.
This year, he's just a bad pitcher.
Well, that happens. Decline. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
some people think
absolutely.
it's definitely a decline in some players. Like people thought Soto was declining, and it was mostly he was getting walked and then he was in a slump. I think Gunner might be on the decline. I don't know if that's too early to say that right now, but people get in their slumps. You know what I mean? And
Yeah, absolutely.
like you said, you're going back to 20 whatever. He
Yeah,
could just be
2015.
yeah 2015. His arm could just be getting tired. Could be getting declined. This could be this is definitely a good matchup. I'm gonna do a deep dig dive into this. I might tag you on it later on my two picks for home runs. Um, but it's probably going to be those two. And I'll look at Bell too. I'm going to
All
check
right,
out
perfect.
and then I'll tag you on it when I post it later because this game's at 4 p.m. So we got time.
All right, perfect. The Giants and Mariners game, I think
Yep.
it's going to be a straight up pitcher's duel. I think this game could easily be 0-0 going into the fifth. It's the complete opposite of the game we just talked about with the Red Sox and Diamondbacks.
Yep.
I think it would be if you're looking. I like Snell in this game, but they are giving us no value on Snell at all. First of all, his strikeouts are at an 8.5 at a -125. His earned runs are ridiculous. His hits allowed are at a 3.5. Like there is no way to make money off of anything in this game, personally, unless you maybe look at the Giants in the first five.
Mm.
Um, I just don't know where to go in this one besides the under.
Yeah. And then let me take a look at Snell real quick. Let's see what Tony says. And what's his K's?
8.5 at a
Oh, boy.
-125.
Yeah. You might have to take the on that. That's not a good look.
Very high, bro. And you're paying for it.
Yeah,
There's just
because
no
if
value on
they
that.
pull him, that's it. Like they could pull him at 7, and you're like, oh, I was right there, and that's not even worth it.
No, it's just not worth taking. Do I think he gets it? Sure.
Yeah.
I mean, he's going against one of the Mariners are the top rated strikeout team in the league, and
Mm,
Snell has nasty K work. So yes, he can, but we're certainly not about to bank on a man to get 9 Ks at a
yeah.
minus 130.
That's
No,
nah. If it was like 200, 300, yeah, I get it. So
right.
AI has Snell's last 10 game average at 8.4 strikeouts. He's predicted, and like I said, this is just prediction, to be under average by 41%. Um,
Mm.
his average, he's predicted to be average at 30% and above average, a 28% chance to be above average. But his average line is 8.4. So you might, like you said, you might want to go on the under. AI Tony is saying you might want to go on the under. Um, that's probably your best bet. And if no, they don't do it with that. That's football. But yeah, I would do either the under or just stay away from it when it comes to that.
All
I
right.
said AI Tony is good with the unders when it comes to basketball, but baseball is like a whole nother. It's so unpredictable.
Yeah, it's tough. It is tough. All
But
right.
like I said, use the lines. If it doesn't make sense, then just don't do it.
Right, exactly. I mean, I think value wise, I mean, it's always scary taking a K prop against the Mariners, but honestly, man, I'm sorry. I think the value is on K's under there with Snell just because we're getting plus money at such a high number.
No.
All right, let's move on to the next game. The next game we got it is the Cubs and the Marlins it looks like. So we got the Cubs coming in at a. Let me see where they at. So we got the Cubs at a minus 205. This line is moving quickly, guys. And we got the Marlins at a plus 170. The world is going to be on the Cubs today. We got a
Yeah,
total of 8 here. It's favored slightly favored to the over. You got Shota Imanaga coming out for the Cubs, and then the Marlins are bringing out Volante Belizo.
yeah.
Volante
Shada
Belizo.
won me some money last week. With his streaks, I think I had it at 5 strikeouts or 4 strikeouts or something like that. It wasn't juiced or nothing. I was just playing like a builder. I was playing it safe, but AI 20 definitely. That was on my YouTube when I had Shada on there, and he definitely cleared that. He had a good game that game. Um, but this game versus righties, this is probably the game you want to go with right hitters. I would do for this game. So that's Suzuki, Hop did his thing yesterday. He might go back to back.
Yeah, Ian Happ.
Yep.
Yeah, I love it. I
I
love
had
it.
Swanson. I gotta look at his charts again. I had him yesterday. Maybe he missed the day, but I would just stick with Hop. That'll be my hit pick. Hop, Jay Berger. Go with the hot hands. The hot bats. That's what I would do. I mean, they have. I'm looking at this chart. They have Suzuki up there. I like him. Didn't he have a double yesterday?
I
Um,
believe so.
I think he had a double yesterday, and I would go with either Hop, Burger, Suzuki, and it's just like hits.
I love it. I'm right there with you. There is one other guy I want to kind of shout out here, and he's one of my favorite guys ever since he's been, not with this team and on the Rays. But Paredes, bro,
Yeah,
I love Paredes. He has recorded at least one RBI in 4 of his last 5 games against the Marlins.
yep,
Um, Cody Bellinger's lighting up my board. I think this is a Cub spot through and through. I think Imanaga could come out here and have a really solid outing. Um, I mean, am I in love with the price? No. But at the same time, I think this is a spot the Cubs can definitely win. So you got to give me the Cubs here, man. You guys know for the last little while we've been on the Marlins a lot. But this Marlins team is always due for regression. And, I think this is a spot the Cubs need. And this is a spot I wouldn't try to hop in front of the Cubs in. So, yes, we're paying a bit of a price here with the Cubs at a minus 205. We're not. I hate laying run lines and laying odds, but that's why you just simply target the Cubs team total, or you either just take player props. And I think the player props are the best way to go in this one, Tony.
Yep. And if you're looking for a sneaky hit, I got to check his value. But if you're looking for like a person with just a hit, I'm looking at him versus Shada's Arsenal. That's definitely Derek Hill. Um,
Ooh.
against the four seam fastball, uh, one home run, seven hits, 20 at bats, a slug of .722. Against the splitter, he hasn't seen the splitter yet, so there's no data on that. Against the curveball, no home runs, but two at bats, one hit, slug 500, and curveballs are usually hard to hit. Shada really only has four main um, throws, which is four seam fastball, splitter, which Hill has never seen yet, the curveball and the changeup. He throws a sweeper here and there and a cutter and a sinker here and there, but he's given up 16 home runs to right-handed batters and gave up 101 hits. If you're looking for a good value, Derek Hill will be the person. I might throw that in.
I love that look, bro. I
Yeah,
love that look.
might throw that in real quick. Just for him. He might go yard. I didn't.
I love that
I'll
look,
do
man.
look later. But that'll be a nice three. We could add to that too. What did you say for the A's? JJ
I
Bryce
mean,
Hill.
honestly, did you put Slater in there?
Yeah, I have Slater just for the hit. I didn't
That's what
have
I
him.
thought. All right. So yeah,
Yeah.
I would definitely add I would add Blade in there. Yeah.
Okay.
That's who you're talking about, right? JJ
Yeah.
Blade.
Yeah.
Yeah,
JJ
I would
Bryce.
add him in there. I love that, bro.
Okay. So let me add. I'm gonna do Derek. I'm gonna do my home runs later. I'm just gonna do hits right now. But I'm gonna add Derek. I'm gonna add JJ to my hit.
Honestly, you could pull someone out of the Diamondbacks, man, because we know Cutter Crawford, he gives
Oh
up a
yeah.
ton of sharp contact, and we know that's going to be a higher scoring game.
Yeah, that's true too. Let me
So
add.
I think maybe we should try to pull someone out of the Diamondbacks on this one.
Let's do that. For the hits, I'm gonna do Suarez because that's probably the best. Oh, my boy Jake McCarthy cashed me out this week at
Who,
a plus.
Profar?
McCarthy.
Oh, Jake McCarthy. What?
Jake
I don't know why I
McCarthy
said Profar.
plus 1,000 odds.
Dude, that's
It was
awesome.
Wednesday.
McCarthy's been a monster, bro.
I gotta take a look. He might be in the home
That
run.
is a really good solid look right there. McCarthy's a good one.
McCarthy.
All right.
So,
Let's move on to you're done with this game, right?
yeah, let me. I'm just gonna add that pick in real quick.
Okay,
You
perfect.
can go on to the next one.
All right. We got the Reds and the Pittsburgh Pirates here, guys. We got the Reds and the Pirates in this one. Um, we got the Reds coming in at a minus 112. We got the Pirates at a minus 108. We got a total of 9 here, favored to the over. I have no starting pitcher announced for the Reds. I'll try to find one here in a second for you guys. But then we got Jake Woodford taking the mound on the other side for the Pirates. We got a total of 9 here. It's slightly favored to the over. Yesterday, we took Stevenson and Steer to go yard. Stevenson got it done first at bat for us. Easy, man. He hit that home run. I'm going to continue to ride the Reds here. I don't trust this guy, Woodford, at all. 0% do I trust this guy. And I'll be goddamned if they are going to give us if they're giving us his strikeouts at anything crazy. Wolford, oh, it's so juiced. He's at a 3.5 at a minus 165. I
Oh
was
wow.
gonna slam the under. I don't like this guy. I don't trust him. I got Julian Aguilar. Aguilar.
Yeah, dude. Yeah,
I don't know how to
Agnew.
say that.
Yeah.
But yeah, we got it. We do got a pitcher coming out for the other side for the Reds. And I don't trust him neither. So this is another game that should just be lit up for player props for us.
Mm.
Um, I'm going back to the well, bro. I'm going right back to the well. They have been cashing us out left and right. When it comes to a power hitter, I love Jonathan India today.
Okay.
But I'm going right back to Steer and Stevenson, bro. So give me India and give me Stevenson today to go yard off of this weak pitching matchup they got.
Well, you know who I've been chasing, and let me just look at the pitcher matchup. It's I've been chasing them all week. Fucking Ellie. I know he got his steals, and that's all great. Um, but let me see how he is against this pitcher matchup real quick. Dela Cruz, I'm talking about. Do you like Ellie for this one? You could be real.
Yeah, I'm looking up his numbers now. I'm trying to find them. I don't mind Ellie. I'm not a big Ellie backer, so he's seen Walford. He's seen Walford one time, and guess what Walford did to him? He
Stripping.
walked him.
Oh, he
So
walked. I
yeah,
hate
he's going to be scared of him. I
that.
don't think Ellie's ever a bad look, bro. Ever. If he
He,
gets
yeah,
on base, he's dangerous.
yeah.
So I
You
don't
might want
see
to
why
see
they would try to walk Ellie because you put this guy on base and he's dangerous.
exactly. Now
So
he's gonna get extra bases from that.
yeah, so that makes zero sense to me. I don't think they're going to walk him. Uh, but I don't know, man. It's hard because we're not going to have big sample sizes. So let's do this. Let's pull this up real quick.
While you do that, I brought up his what Ellie's gonna see if they do pitch to him or they walk him. He's
Okay.
gonna see a four seam fastball. He's against right-handed pitchers. His slug is .538. Um, 5 home runs but that's like 121 at bats. Not doesn't jump out at me. He's going to see the cutter. 20. The cutter. He's had 3 home runs, 17 hits at 44 at bats with a slug of .756. I'll take that. So two of his main pitches, if he does get pitched at, he's going to see. Let's take a look at the sweeper. Sweeper, he has no home runs. He's seen it 12 times. He's gotten 3 hits. So he'll get a hit off the sweeper. And the changeup is usually hard for these guys, some people to hit. But Ellie has 2 home runs off the changeup. His slug is .511. Um, if they do pitch them, I could go 2 bases for Ellie or 1.5 bases for Ellie. Maybe not a home run. You might want to stick with Stevenson and who else you said earlier. You might want to stick with them for home runs. But I could do 2 bases for Ellie and feel comfortable.
Yeah, I love it. So even everything's backing up what you're saying. The numbers up here produce that he is going to have a good game up here. Red
Mhm.
is good on these charts.
Yep, red is
Ellie is
always
the very top one. So
yep.
the only thing it looks like is he has a bad K percent. But other than that, if he makes contact, the ball's gone.
But
So
like you said, if they pitch to him, I think that would be our only
right.
issue. Like how they did with Vlad, they kept fucking walking him. They keep walking.
Yep. Which is
So
goofy.
it
Which
is.
is Vlad, I can understand. Vlad's heavier. I don't see Vlad stealing many bases.
Yeah,
Ellie, Ellie, on the other hand, you
you
put
don't want
Ellie
him on
on
base.
base, he's a
You don't
threat.
want him on base. Yeah. And
Yeah, he is a
they have
threat.
his two total bases at negative 125.
I like it, dude.
That's not
I,
bad.
no,
That's
I
not,
like it.
I think I'm gonna run that.
Yep, I actually like it a lot. All right. Let's go to this next game, man. We got the let me see. Looks like we got the Guardians and the Rangers next. So we got the Guardians. They are coming in at a minus 130. We got the Rangers at a plus 110 in this game. We got a total of 8.5 here. It's favored to the over. You got John Gray coming out for the Rangers, and we got Ben Lively taking the mound for the Guardians in this one. Um, so it looks like Ben Lively's numbers are pretty good here against this Rangers roster.
Mhm.
And I kind of like Lively. You know, I'm not a huge fan of Lively, but I don't mind him neither.
Yeah,
He could probably have a good start here. Um, it's tough because his Rangers lineup's been a little inconsistent, and John Gray is not having his best year. So the line opened up at a minus 133 in favor of the Guardians. The line's barely budged. I can kind of see the public being on Ben Lively today, but that ain't going to sway me off of it here. I kind of do think this is a Guardian spot. I do like. I just don't trust John Gray. I don't. His
yeah.
stats don't look terrible, but Lively is such the better option in this game, man. I
Yep.
mean, he only gave up in his last start. He only gave up two runs. I think he does this the same here. The Rangers bats are super inconsistent. There's
Very.
no one that jumps off the plate at me here. I love the price for the Guardians today. Give me the big Guardians today on the money line.
Yeah, the only person from the Texans that you could just go with the hot bat is Seager. Like that's really unless you want to do some deep dive and go with Quan. Um, but really, if you're just gonna bring Seager in for hits or whatever, and sometimes he doesn't even get hits. I've had Seager, I think twice, and he didn't get hits. Like they are so inconsistent. And the two people I've been chasing all week on the Guardians was Naylor and J Ram. I will have to look. I have to look at their stats and see how they do against the picks against the mix. But I would stick with those four, if you're looking to do like props. Um, but like if you want to do Lively and John Gray, you know about the strikeouts. I really don't. But when it comes to hits, I would stick with those four um, as like player props. That's really it.
Yep, I'm with you. The one dude I do want to answer here for his hits, runs, RBIs. He has not been too active, but he is one of my favorite players. Especially in the beginning of the year, he made me a ton of money, and that's Naylor. You got to look at Josh Naylor hits, runs, RBIs here. His
Yeah,
numbers look really good
he,
against
he's the
Gray.
one I've been chasing all week. AI Tony brought his name up from Monday, like Monday every day. Josh Naylor, J Ram, Josh Naylor,
Yeah,
and they didn't do anything. So that might be a good look. I'm gonna.
yeah, I mean, he's been quiet, man, but
Yeah,
I could see him getting something going here. He has good numbers against Gray. When it comes to pitching props, I would target Lively, but I'm not really loving his opponent
yeah.
batting average, especially with his plate appearances. So
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to pass on pitching props in this one, even though I think Lively is the much better option here, and we're getting him at a really good price. So it's just going to be the Guardians money line for me, and I'm going to tail you on a couple of them batters.
And like you said, the person that you might want to go with is Josh against the four seam fastball. His slug is .653. He's hitting 10 home runs off the 4.6 fastball to left-handed pitchers.
Mhm.
Against the slider now, his slug is .568. He's hitting 3 home runs, 41 at bats, and 11 hits. That's he and John Gray only has 4 pitches, by the way. So that's 2 out of the 4 that Josh will already nail. And then let's look at a changeup, and that's usually the hardest pitch. He has a .35 slug, .276 WOBA, 3 home runs, 15 hits, and 76 at bats. His flyout percentages really isn't that high. Um, but and curveballs, he only throws 6% curveballs. That's where he's probably John Gray's probably going to throw at Josh a lot because Josh had 11 at bats and has hit no curveballs. So if John Gray wants to strike out Josh, he's probably going to throw a bunch of curveballs at him. His WOBA is .128. That'll be my only concern. But he can't throw curveballs all game. He's going to have to throw one of these other 3 pitches, and Josh will probably at least get on base. You could do on base for Josh if you want. Let's look at J Ram real quick while I'm here because that's another person I've been chasing. Oh, and Noel. No one spoke about Noel. He's
Yeah,
another.
he's always a good option.
He's always a good option. I guess the 4 seam fastball, 2 home runs, 5 hits. I guess on the slider, 1 home run. You could do Noel for hits. Not crazy. Yeah, he hasn't hit any changeup, but he's only seen the changeup once. Uh, and this guy, Rocco, is it Arachio? Oh, every Tuesday I see his name come up, and I'm like, who is this guy?
He be
Every
going off on Dinger Tuesdays.
Yeah, all the time.
Nah,
So J Ram, let's take a look. J Ram might be another good option. 112 at bats, 26 hits, 9 home runs on the 4 seam fastball, uh, 5.590 slug with the .386 WOBA on the fastball and the slider now. He's gotten 3 home runs. He's seen a 57 time, 11 hits with a .418 slug. So that's the two main pitches that he throws that J-Ram hits. He'll be able to hit it. The changeup now, he's gotten 3 home runs on the changeup. He has a .38 slug on the changeup. And on the curveball, which is the hardest one, he's got 1 home run on the curveball, seen it 22 times, 6 hits. J-Ram, if you want to do hits, I don't know if there's any value in that, but if you want to throw J-Ram in for a home run, this could be the game. Maybe not.
Yeah, I like it. I mean, you're getting a good number with them. So we are getting a plus 425. So
Yeah, I'll take that.
yeah, that's a really good number for Jose Ramirez. All right. Yeah, I'm with you here. I like everything you said, man. I think you're going to see quite a few runs from Cleveland in this game
Yeah,
because John Gray has just not been himself. He has an extremely high walk rate. He has a really low K rate. So that kind of, I mean, his opponent batting average is really well. It's at a 190. But like I said, these numbers are kind of old, and Gray is just not himself
yeah,
that he's been in previous years. So I really do think the Guardians are the play here and their player props. So I definitely like everything that you gave us in that one. All right. Next game we got, guys. We got the it looks like it's the Cardinals and the Twins. We got the Cardinals playing the Twins in this game. And it looks like we got the Cardinals are coming in at a plus 120. You got the Twins at a minus 142. We got a total of 7.5 in this game. It's favored to the over. You got Sonny Gray coming out for the Cardinals. And it
yeah,
looks like we got Pablo Lopez
yeah,
taking the mound for the Twins. We know that Pablo Lopez has been sort of a gem. But I can't throw shade at Sonny Gray. Both these guys have an 11-8 record. Sonny Gray with a 3.91 ERA. Pablo Lopez with a 4.47 ERA. This line opened up at a minus 145 in favor of the Twins. So we're not seeing much movement, which is kind of a good indication for me because of where I'm at on this game. And I'm going to go ahead and back the Twins at a minus 145. Uh, I told you guys yesterday, the Twins got what, 3 innings and 3 earned off of Festa. I mean, the bullpen was the main reason why that team broke down. The offense didn't provide much. They didn't really do shit. Uh, this is a chance for Minnesota to bounce back. Uh, I kind of think that, you know, this should be a good starting matchup between Lopez, and I call him just Gray, man,
yeah.
against yeah, Gray. What am I
Great,
talking
great
about? Yeah.
Lopez. You're
I think
good.
the last game got me fucked up.
Yeah,
So it's Sonny Gray. I think it should be a good starting matchup. The Cubs, I mean, Lopez, his last start wasn't fantastic. He gave up 5 earned runs, it looks like.
yeah,
Um, Again, yeah, it was against the Cubs. He gave
yeah.
up 5 earned runs. And Lopez, he's 1-0. Since then, though, he's 1-0 in 12 innings. Only gave up 1 earned run. That was his last 2 starts. So his last bad start was August 6th, and like I said, it was against the Cubs. Everything else he's done, he has looked good from there on out. Gray,
Mm,
he's 1-2 uh, in his last 3. So, and he's given up 10 earned. 6 of those came in 1 start. So he's gave up 10 earned runs in 17 innings. Gray is in much worse shape right now. Give me the Twins here, man. We're getting a good price with them. And I think this is a good bounce back after yesterday.
yeah, definitely. And if you're going to look for batters against Gray, you want to go with the left-handed batter, and against Lopez, you're probably going to go with the right-handed batter. So for Gray, you could go Warner, and I'm gonna mess this guy's name up, but Lencharich. I forgot. I know I messed that up. I think it's Trevon.
Larnich?
Larnick. Thank you. Larnick and Walner.
Dude,
Uh,
I'm so bad with names, bro.
yeah,
You have
I'm
no idea.
horrible. I feel like that skit with the
You should hear me during hockey season.
oh, those are the worst. Those are the worst. Oh my
They are
goodness.
terrible.
So for Minnesota, I will go those two. I'm going to take a quick look at their mix, see how they do against the pitchers, and on against Lopez, I Contreras. I had the brother yesterday, Contreras, and Arizona has been that's a hot bat.
Yep.
Arizona's a hot bat. So from St. Louis, you might want to stick with those two. Let me take a look at Wallner real quick and see what he's up against. It's not bad. Sonny's given up to lefties, 8 home runs. Warner against the four-seam fastball, .525, only 2 home runs. Curveball, he's got 1 home run, a .600 average, but he only seen the curveball 11 times, so that's really a small sample size. Sweeper, he is hitting no sweepers. He's seen it 7 times, and the changeup, he's got 1 home run of the changeup, seen it 14 times. Not really jumping out at me. Let me take a look at where do you go? Warner. Trevor. Yeah, Trevor. Let's take a look at Trevor real quick. Against right-handed pitchers, four-seam fastball, 5 home runs, 91 at bats, 23. His slug is .45 for the fastball. Sweeper. This will probably decide who we pick. Sweeper. No home runs, but hits. So that's good. He has no home runs on sweepers, but he's seen it 9 times, gotten 2 hits, .500 slug on the sweeper. He's going to see the cutter also. 2 home runs on the cutter, a .700 slug on the cutter against right-handed pitchers. And he's going to see some curveballs. Yeah, I'll go with Trevor. Definitely Trevor. He could hit his mix of from his arsenal way better than Matt. So I would definitely, I think I want to add him in for my head team. Might go for a home run too. I got to look a little deeper in that, but I'm definitely going with Trevor for the hits on that
I
one.
like it, man. I like it a lot. Besides Larnach, the only other one I was looking at was maybe Jeffers.
Yeah,
But
I had Jeffers yesterday. I
yeah, I
had.
know. You told me. I think you should. I think you should run him back. Maybe
That,
not for a home run, but just
yeah,
for his hits,
maybe.
runs, and RBIs, bro. For some reason, when he plays the Cardinals, bro, he gets on base and he scores runs. Like he
Mm,
makes it home. So obviously he has to hit the ball to get on base, right?
yep.
Most of the time, that's how it works. Yeah, I mean he could get walked, but either way, his hits, runs, RBIs are really well really well priced today. I think Jeffers is a really solid look, man.
I'm
If
gonna
you want
add
to
that.
just take him for a hit, I
Yep.
think it's solid. Maybe parlay him and Larnach together. But man, Ryan Jeffers is just hopping off the page at me,
Yeah,
bro.
he's good.
Yeah, he is really just hopping off the page at me, man. So I want to take Ryan. I really wonder where is his run scored at, man? You're probably getting an insane price with just him to score a run. So he
But,
don't have to get a
but
hit or nothing. We just got to get him across home plate.
I'll tell you right now, negative 105
That's
to record a run, right?
that's crazy. Normally it's plus money.
Yeah.
Normally it's plus
So
money.
I
So
might
that's
just
really
I
telling.
might just take that. Yeah, I might just take that
And
because
on top
his
of it, bro, get this. Ryan Jeffers has scored a run in his last 4 games against the Cardinals.
then let's go.
So that goes with it as well. Give me Jeffers to score a run minus 105, and I'm gonna take it with. I'm gonna first of all I'm gonna put Larnach and him together, and I
Mhm.
am going to then take Jeffers straight to score a run.
Gotcha.
Love it. All right. Let's see what else we got, man. We got. By the way, if you guys followed me on the Georgia Tech, just a little update. Since I am crazy, Georgia Tech's winning 14-11 right now.
There you go.
We're still getting plus money for Georgia Tech on the money line at a plus 150. So the game's not over till it's over. It's
Yep.
almost halftime. But if we can go into halftime up by a field goal, I'm comfortable as fuck, especially with our plus 13 and our plus 10 and a half we took as well.
Yep.
All right. So let's head back to the MLB. We got By the way, I think NFL started too, so I do
Yeah,
apologize. I missed that.
yeah,
Yeah, but we're almost done the MLB, so we're almost done. We got the Nationals and the Braves next, I believe. Nope, it's the Phillies and Kansas City. Um, so we got the Phillies. If I could find this game. We got the Phillies coming in at a -110. You got the Royals at a -110. We got a total of 10 here. It's highly favored to the under. We got Ranger Suarez coming out for the Phillies, and it looks like we got Brady Singer taking the mound for the Royals. Guys, the Royals were such a good play yesterday. I gave it out on the show. It really should have been a max play for me, man. I loved them so much yesterday. I'm running them back today. I mean, they opened up as the underdog at plus 103, and I am worried about the public being on the Royals today. So please play this game with caution if you are. I don't think that this is going to be a Suarez spot, right? I mean, he's making his return to the mound for Philly. We haven't seen him. We haven't seen Suarez in almost a month, and now you got to come in into Kansas City and play a Royals team that is absolutely crushing lefties.
yeah,
Um, I mean, they play their best baseball at home. Singer, he's been super inconsistent, bro. There's a reason why there's a total set at 10 in this game because both starting pitchers are probably going to get lit
yeah.
up tonight.
And
So
this is the perfect time to go with a hot bat. So I'll let you finish. I'll tell you who I got.
yeah, no, I mean, my play here is Kansas City on the money line. I think the over is a good spot here, but ultimately, where I was getting at, props. I think you take props in this game, man.
Definitely, definitely. And and I think I had Harper yesterday, and I have Kyle. I had Kyle like 2 days ago. This might be the opportunity for them too, and for KC. Everyone hates him, Bobby Witt, but he does perform. Perez could go back to back. He does back to back games, so Perez could definitely get that. I like Bobby Witt, Perez, and Harper and Schwab. And don't sleep on Vinny. Vinny might be there too. But definitely look at the pitch mixers. Definitely look at their charts and see who to go with. But those be the four I'm gonna look at later and see who I'm gonna go with. But I had Bobby yesterday. AI Tony has Bobby today, so he might be going.
Bobby's never a bad look, and neither is Vinny Pasquino. His numbers, his hits, runs, RBIs are an absolute wagon, people.
Yeah,
Them hits, runs, RBIs. Not only will this man get on base, but he will bring batters home.
yeah,
So I love the Vinny look today. Over 1.5 hits, runs, RBIs. I love that look today, bro.
I'll take it, and I'll take a look at where he's going up against, and then I'll make my decision later.
Yeah,
But
we're not going to get big sample sizes just
yeah, you're not.
because.
I'm looking at it. You're not.
Yeah, neither one of these pitchers really have seen the opposing lineups much at all.
Nope. So it's got to be gut on this one.
All right. Let's move on to the next game. We got the Detroit Tigers playing the White Sox. Ugly, ugly game.
Hate
Um, I
Detroit.
really thought the White Sox were going to win this game yesterday. So you got the White Sox coming in at a plus 190 today. You got the Tigers at a minus 230 for obvious reasons. The
Yep.
pitching matchup couldn't be more different. You got you got Kai Bush coming out for the Sox, and it
Yep.
looks like Tarek Skubal is coming out for the Tigers here. I
Yeah.
mean, you're not getting no value on the Tigers in this one. It's very hard to fade Tarek Skubal. The guy is 14 and
His
4
numbers
on the
are
year.
crazy. Yeah.
Yeah, with a sub 3 ERA. I mean, come on, man.
I
I
don't even pick someone to hit against him.
I don't even know where to go here. If you've been if you have been following the White Sox, and let's just say for some reason you have been backing them all season, you're probably broke.
Yeah.
Bro, this is the worst team in fucking baseball.
And the only reason I picked Andrew, I'm gonna fuck his name up, Benedetti.
Benintendi.
Yeah, it's because he came up like 3 times.
No, he's a wagon, bro. He is the only one on their team who's doing anything.
He's the only person that gets anything done. Like it's
Yep.
crazy. What happened to Lubob? Like what's Robert been doing? Like where are you at?
There's just no one, bro. There's no one on this White Sox team doing anything. I'm telling you, you hit it on the nose, bro. If anyone is going to do anything on that team when it comes to actually producing runs, it's going to be Ben Betendi, bro.
It is.
He
That's it.
he gets RBIs, he gets on base, he gets in clutch moments.
Yes. Yeah.
But today he's going against Tarek Skubal,
It's not happening.
who is going to probably win the AL Cy Young.
Yeah, he's not getting anything. And you'll be lucky if he gets a single or gets on base. I'll stay
Yeah,
away from anyone. Um, don't go with Lewis Robert because he's been stinking up the joint. This isn't his time to bounce back. Not against this game at least. I wouldn't go with Lou Bob. You could go with Detroit. I would for the lefties. Let's see, with Detroit. You go with Green and Keith. Colt Keith, I've been chasing for a month. I'll bet him. Don't bet him for 2, 3 days. He gets a home run or a double or a triple, then I'll bet him. Won't do shit. The most inconsistent person is Colt Keith. He's still up here though, and Jace Young, Jace Jung just had like a home run a couple of days ago. But his sample size is small. That's one of those newer people that hey, if you think they have a good matchup and you want to throw some money at it, you can go ahead. But definitely Riley Green for this one. Um, will be my only person from Detroit that I'll probably go with. And if you're going to go with the hot hand, it'll be Carpenter, I guess. Another person with small sample size, but Carpenter is another person that's a hot bat. If you want to go with that, check out how he does against the pitch mix. Carpenter and Green, and like those will probably be my people from Detroit that I would go with.
all right. I don't have no props in this one unless it's Terry Skubal. But I'm not really loving anything in this game.
Yeah,
I don't
this
like the
feels worse. Yeah, it's bad.
Yeah, I kind of like the under a little bit here. Obviously, big Tigers here, but I'm not in love with it, guys. I'm really not. I'm just not in love with it. I do think that Tarek Skubal for a win was my value play in this, but I can't call it even value now because of the simple fact of it being at a minus 155. So the books know because
Yeah,
Tarek Skubal has recorded a win in four of his last, well, four straight games against the White Sox. Skubal has recorded a win. So, all right, let's move on to the Nationals and the Braves. So we got the Nationals playing the Braves here. Don't look like I have a tag for this one either. So all right, let's just keep it moving. So we got the Nationals and the Braves in this one. It looks like the Nationals are going to be coming in at a whopping plus 154 with Jake Irvin on the mound. The Braves are coming in at a minus 185 with Charlie Morton on the mound. And it looks like we have a total set at 8.5 here. So my whole thing here is both these pitchers are a bit inconsistent.
yep,
This line opened up at a minus 156. And we're now, we're seeing the Braves at a minus 185. So we lost a ton of value here on the Braves from when this line opened. It makes it very hard for me to try to back the Braves now. Um, I do think that this game will probably both offenses are ridiculous, man.
yeah,
They
100.
are. Both
Yeah,
offenses are super inconsistent. Morton in his last start, he only gave up one run. Uh, I can honestly see Morton coming out here and destroying this Nationals lineup. The Nationals, I just don't know if I can trust their bats against Morton. But then we got Irvin, who has actually put himself together a good season despite not getting any run support from his team whatsoever. I really think that a lot of people are going to kind of look at this game, think of the Braves, right?
Yeah,
They're going to see a total at 8.5, at a minus 105, they're going to look at both of these ERAs and just expect runs. I don't. I think this game is going to be lower scoring. I think you see a very solid outing from Morton today, and I think Irvin actually might come out here and match. I mean, if you look at these numbers, man, Jake Irvin's career against the Braves, 52 plate appearances. He's got a 30.8 K percent. He's got an opponent batting average of a 174 and an ex WOBA of a 214. Them numbers are absolutely fantastic. And
That's
Irvin was the one I was concerned about. So now you got Charlie Morton, 74 plate appearances with a 37.8 K percent, a 282 ex WOBA, an opponent batting average of a 182. Bro, these pitching match, this is a pitching duel ready to happen. All
that's
right.
great. That's
I,
good.
I love it. So I think this is a huge under 8.5 spot. Definitely VIP worthy, if you ask me. Um, I think Jake Irvin's K's at 4.5 is probably going to be my best bet of the day.
I'm gonna run that real quick. Irvin. Let's see what AI Tony has on that. So what's his strikeout?
4.5 at a
Oh,
minus 135.
yeah, take it. So Jake's Irvin's last 10 game average is 5.1 strikeouts. Tony does have it being, you said it was 4.5 his strikeouts?
Yep, 4.5.
Yep. So AI Tony having being under 5.1 strikeouts at 42%. To hit his average of 5.1, he has him at 30%, and he has him at 27% to be above average. So yeah, that's a easy. I would take that. If
Yeah,
it's
it's a dub, bro. I love it. I absolutely love it.
that's easy.
I think Morton can get his too. It's just they're so fucking juiced.
Yeah,
They
so
gave us Morton at a 5.5 at a minus 165. I think
that,
everybody is going to be paying attention to Morton in this game and completely overlook Jake Irvin.
that's a good call. That's a good call.
You got any batters in this one that you like?
Oh, just Azuna. He owes me,
Yeah.
and
Oh, he owes me from last night too.
he owes me. I
Yeah,
think
he owes me from
I
last night
think
too.
that's exactly. I'm gonna look at. Let me look at Azuna's thing real quick first. Let me look at what he's going up against, and then I'm going to probably do. I'm probably going to do the strikeout and maybe the hit for Azuna or total bases. Azuna is great for total bases. Great for total bases.
Yeah,
Um,
he definitely is, dude. He's a power hitter at best, bro. Like he's a monster. I think we should wait until we see him. Once Asuna gets that first home run, I think we start tailing him.
you know, you could do that. He's good against the sinker. Like you said, 0.409 WOBA, 5.38 slug against the sinker. The curveball is probably horrible. Oh, curveball. He's seen it 18 times, hit it twice, and hitting it the two times that he's hitting it, he's gotten a home run. So 0.500 on the slug, and so he's hitting the curveball. The four seam fastball, 0.670 on the slug, 8 home runs, seen it 104 times, 33 hits. Um, those are his Jake Irvin's three main pitches. So Ozuna's seeing them. I'm confident with two total bases. I'm even confident with the home run because he owes me. Um, but he might see the changeup, he might see the cutter, he might see the slider. Um, but definitely Ozuna. I know Atlanta has some really good bats. I just don't know about Olson. I know I'm going to pick Azuna and Orlando will go, uh, but they have a lot of good bats. I was
Yeah, they
on I
definitely
was
do.
on Garrett for a while. He got me two parlays, and I was like, oh, he can't do anything wrong, and then he just died. But you could stick with the hot bats. And Solar, don't sleep on him either. Let me see how he does against his pitcher matchup. Fastballs, he's at 5.50. Curveball, can he hit the curveball? He can hit the curveball. He's seen it 19 times, 3 hits, 1 home run. Not a big WOBA. 3.53 on the slug for the curveball. And the sinker, um, not great on sinkers. Seen it 74 times, 17 hits, 2 home runs. 0.33 WOBA and a .431 slug. You go Solar, Ozuna. Makes sense.
I like it.
So I'm gonna do your pitcher. I'm gonna do your pitcher strikeout Ks, and I might just do hits on Solar and Ozuna, or total bases on Ozuna.
All right. All right, let's move on to the next game. We got the Mets, and we're almost done, guys. And then we're going to take over the rest of the NFL games, and then we'll get you guys up out of here. So we got about another, probably I'll say about another half hour, 45 minutes of the show. But it was a humongous slate today. So all right, so we got the Mets and the Padres here. So we got the Mets coming in at a Jesus. They're bringing out Pedersen today too, man. My bad. I was looking at the NFL scores on Steelers are beating the Lions pretty bad. So be happy that I didn't give you that play because I was going to be on the Lions. The Ravens, it's 3-0 Packers. Rams, 3-0 Rams against the Texans. Vikings, 7-0 Vikings against the Eagles. 7-0 Panthers against the Bills. And then hopefully we'll get you guys out there. Well, we'll definitely be done in time to talk about the Chargers and Cowboys and the other two games after that as well for you guys. Um, so back to the MLB real quick. Obviously, we also do have UFC tonight, WNBA. I highly advise you guys listening if you want any of them picks and our free picks. Join either one of our discords or give me and AI Tony a follow. Please, guys, everyone in here listening right now, please go over to Twitter right now and follow AI Tony. It's been an absolute pleasure so far,
Yeah,
man.
thank you for
Like you
having me.
know your stuff.
Great.
Your model's great. I can't wait to see it here in the
Yep.
here in a couple minutes. I can't wait to see it.
Um,
Um,
yeah, I give the rundown, show you how to read it, and anyone
Absolutely, bro. I
playing,
can't wait. All right,
especially if
so
you don't know a lot of the sports, it's very 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 helpful.
yeah, bro, I believe it. I can only imagine. So we got the Mets at a plus 130. We got the Padres at a minus 155. We got David Pedersen coming out for the Padres. We got Michael King, man. That's my boy coming out for the Padres. We got a total of 7.5 here. It's highly favored to the under. I mean, this is a good game, man. Padres, yeah, they kind of came out, but I don't. I think I want to target King here somehow, some way. I think this could be a spot where King shows up and shows out. Man, I
Mm,
knew the Padres were the play yesterday. I knew it. I tried to get fancy and try to go with Musgrove. It was a huge mistake. It was a bad read on my part. Where I should have just backed the Padres like I wanted to do. I'm not making that same mistake again tonight, though. Give me the Padres here. I know there are two teams in playoff possibilities here in the NL. Both these teams are definitely fighting for positioning, right? Uh, I feel a lot more comfortable backing the Padres than I do the Mets. The Padres, I've been talking about it for 3 weeks now, guys. I love what I see coming out of San Diego, and I will continue to say it until I don't. I think the Padres are real contenders for the World Series right now. And I know it sounds crazy right now, but I'm telling you, give them a little bit. They're getting hot at the right time. Their
yeah,
bullpen is phenomenal. They have one of the best bullpens in the majors, bro. Their lineup is heating up. I like everything. Their rotation is fire. I like everything I see coming out of San Diego, and we continue to get these disrespectful lines with them. Michael King's also been solid as hell. You look at his last recent games, and you can't point out really too much of what going wrong. Pedersen, he wins a lot of starts for the Mets. The Mets do give Pedersen a lot of backup, but they have to because he will give up runs. Uh, the Padres have just a huge line, have a huge edge when we're talking about bullpen. I think they have a huge edge on the mound, and I'm even going to give them a benefit of the doubt of having a huge edge when it comes to their lineup. Even though their lineup is super hit or miss, I still feel like the Padres are just the overall better team. And this is a very important series for the NL. So I love the Padres here. We lost a ton of value on them. They opened up at a minus 135. They're now at a minus 155. Huge public play, but I'll be a square here. Give me the Padres on the money line at a minus 155.
No, I like that. I'll take that. Um, and for the Padres hitters, I would do Solano. He's a hot hat, hot a hot bat. Um, Perfora. I know I'm gonna say his name wrong, but he's very consistent. He got me. I usually put him in builders because when it just comes to hits, he'll get you a hit. Probably his first at bat, second at bat. He's very consistent when it comes to that. Machado, he's due. Another hot bat from the Padres that I would go with. And if you do want to go with the Mets, I've Lindor should have hit a home run already, but he did have three bases. I think he did have a hit yesterday, so he could still be on fire. And Venetonius, I know I'm going to say his name right, but Mark, if you're looking for hits, he's very consistent. I put him in for four in a parlay this week for a builder, and that should cashed in the first inning. So I would stick with those. You can stick with hits. Probably not a lot of home runs here. I really have to look at their mixes, but I would stick with Machado, Lindor, Solano, and Pafara uh, for my hits. And
I
if you
love it.
want to do, he's another high hat who had hit a home run yesterday. He goes back to back. Also, is I know I'm going to say his name totally wrong. Higamasikaya.
Oh, yeah, I know who you're talking about.
I'm
Yeah, I
sorry.
don't know how to say his name neither, but I think everyone knows who you're talking
Yeah,
about.
Kyle. I'll call him Kyle.
Yeah,
Uh,
Kyle.
because I was supposed to pick him on Tuesday. And I think he didn't play, and then he played yesterday and had a home run. I was like, I was looking at you all week. Like I
That's
liked
how
his
it goes, man.
exactly how it goes,
Yo,
and then
it's crazy.
you just forget about him, and then you're like, oh, he just. I was thinking that's what happened with me yesterday with Jeremy Pena. I really didn't think he was playing. I was looking. I'm like, because I picked him a week ago. I picked him on Friday. He had a very good matchup. I'm like, oh, Pena's going. I even put in my Discord today. Pena's going. Didn't do nothing. And then the day that I wanted to pick him, he wasn't on FanDuel, and he was like, I guess he wasn't playing. And then I see he had a home run yesterday. I'm like, been waiting for you the
Well,
whole
that's why he wasn't on there. They
exactly
knew.
because they knew. Because they knew.
The
Because they knew.
snakes.
Crazy, but that's what I would go. I'm gonna do a deep dive and I'll see which Padres player I'm gonna go with.
All right. I like it, man. I like it. All right. Last game of the night, man, for the MLB. We got the Tampa Bay Rays taking on the LA Dodgers. Um, so this is a pretty big game, man. This line has moved a lot, people. So we got the Tampa Bay Rays coming in at a plus 180. So yesterday, my best bet of the show was the Tampa Bay Rays team total over 1.5 in the first five. We absolutely got there. That's 4 days in a row we hit our best bets, guys. So Rays got it done for us yesterday. They were at a really good price yesterday. I don't like them as much as I did yesterday in this spot today. I do think this is a big Dodger spot. I just don't know how to find it. So you got a total of 7.5 in this game. We got two good pitching matchups on the mound. You got Taj Bradley coming out for the Rays, and then you got Clayton Kershaw taking the mound for the Dodgers. The price tag is very hefty for the Dodgers, even though they only opened up at a minus 165. They're now almost they are a minus 218. That is drastic line movement, and way too much for me to even try to consider trying to back the Dodgers today. I will take a couple hitters in this one. They're ones that I don't love really, but I do want to look. I do want to look at a couple hitters here. I want to look at Teoscar Hernandez against Taj Bradley.
Yep.
And I do want to look at Shohei Ohtani against Taj Bradley. I think Taj Bradley doesn't pitch too great off of
Yeah.
out of Tropicana. I think he could get exposed a little bit here by this Dodgers lineup. And I think Clayton Kershaw has the means to come out here and possibly make this lineup struggle. Both pitchers have incredibly good numbers when it comes to not getting batters on base. They don't walk batters. But Taj Bradley's opponent batting average is the thing that stands out the most to me at a .286, where Kershaw's is a .188. So Kershaw definitely has the advantage here without a doubt. I think this could be a pretty good pitching matchup, like I said, but I like the Dodgers' chances of getting to Bradley more than I like the Rays' chances of getting to Kershaw. So give me the Dodgers here, but it's a play and a game that I'm not touching.
You know, the only thing, and the only reason I'm going to touch pause two people in here is from AI Tony. He had Gavin Lux yesterday, and he didn't go. So I might do a deep dive into Gavin Lux and see if I could probably get a hit prop out of him. And I do like Mookie Betts and I do like Max, but it's not going to be for home runs. I'll have to take a look at them. And Otani, he'll probably just, like you said, he'll probably just keep going. For Tampa Bay now, Diaz is consistent when it comes to hits. A lot of people were chasing Siri yesterday. He could be another one. I think for Tampa Bay, those are probably the only two names I'll look at. I was looking directly at Cabrera yesterday, and he only had his charts. It's so small. There's nothing really there. So I'm like, I'd even think of him, and then he hits a home run yesterday, and it's like those new guys. They are like Holiday and Rice and all these guys. Like any day they could just go off. You have to keep them separate from like any parlays or anything you're doing. If you're going to play those guys, you got to play them straight. If their charts look like okay, they have a good matchup, you might just want to throw something on there and you'll have like hits like that. But I don't really trust those new guys when it comes to like throwing them in the parlay. So I wouldn't mess with anyone. I wouldn't mess with him again, even though he had a home run. He might be in the same good spot. I wouldn't take that. I would stay with those four. Gavin Lux because of AI, Maxi and Mookie, just from Rip, and maybe Diaz and like you said Hernandez. That might be a nice good look. And a lot of people had Siri yesterday. So if he's in another good spot, you might want to just take a look at him and see if that's a good matchup.
I love it, man. I love it. I think you named some very solid hitters that definitely could get it done there.
Yeah.
All right, that's all the MLB we have. Do you want to run through your model real quick and
Yeah.
show us how it works and everything, and maybe give us some like your top three hitters or home
Yeah.
run hitters that you like, and then we'll hit the NFL and get these people up out of here. Let me bring down my screen so you could try to share yours. All right,
Um,
there we go. And now you should be able to try to share yours. Let me know if there's any issues, and I'll try to fix it.
it's I got to change my preferences real quick to show. Let me allow it. Yep, just got to turn that on. This thing with Mac, you have to give everything permission. That's it.
Florida State did tie it up going into the half.
Don't say that.
Yeah, I would have loved to went in with that 3 point lead.
The cushion helps. Having that little cushion helps.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, we got 10.5 points on the stream,
Yeah,
so we got cushion. We'll be all right.
very good. Yeah, I gotta re-enter this password.
Let's see what else happened here. What's going on in the NFL while you wait?
Yep.
So we got Pittsburgh still up 14-0, about to be the end of the first. You got the Packers on the board against the Ravens, 6-0 for the Packers. 3-3 now with the Rams and Texans. 10-0 when we're talking about the Vikings and the Eagles. The Bills are on the board, 7-3 Panthers. And then obviously we got three more games that we're about to talk about with you guys after the model. Uh, College football, like I said, it's now 14-14 going into halftime. And as you guys know, we are big on Georgia Tech today. So if you missed the stream in the beginning, I'm sorry you missed the wave. We're riding Georgia Tech money line at huge value, and we took the points as well. I also did a write up on it over at the website if you guys want to go check it out. I'm probably going to release another write up on the. I'm going to release another article here soon after we're done the stream on the other football game as well today. So you guys can go check that out also if you want. So pretty cool.
All right, I'm gonna have to because when I open my Discord, it won't let me.
It won't let you share.
Like it doesn't come up as the app. So oh, there it is. I just had it and then it dropped down. Right, I got it. I see it. I got it. I can't. I gotta minimize it. There we go. Okay, now I should be able to just show it. Yep, got it. Okay, just let me know if you could see my Discord screen.
Yep, I'm waiting for it to switch. Nah, not yet.
Okay. Okay, now it should. It said I lost.
I've never tried to have someone share a screen before, neither. So this will be the first time.
You know what happened? It when I opened it, it shut down. It took away the permission because I'm on an Apple, and okay, so now the permission is granted. Now I could close this, and then now I should be able to share it. I think that's what. Yeah. Now I should be able to share it. Okay. There we go. Still nothing.
I don't see it. No.
Yeah, Discord. It's fine. Now I'm gonna have to share my entire screen. Yeah, I'm not gonna. It's gonna want me to restart Chrome. I'm just gonna share my entire screen because I'm not gonna restart Chrome for that. Yeah, we're gonna have to do it because it's saying that I have to restart Chrome, then I have to leave and come back. But
So you just want to do it? Maybe come on another time, or
yeah,
how do
we
you
can
want to do
that.
this? Just
Yeah,
come on another time.
Yeah, I'll come on another time, and then I'll give you the ins and outs and how to access it and walk through
Okay.
it. How basically I build my parlays using that. But I could still read off the top 10 plays, and we could.
Yeah, that'll be great. That'll be great. I'm gonna let you just go ahead and take over, and you could do that. That'll be great.
So we could do strikeout. We'll start with you because you're pretty good with strikeouts. These are the top 10, and these are always found. It gets refreshed twice a day. It's basically AI Tony's AI prediction of top 10 pitchers, hitters, home run hitters, and total bases. So
Awesome.
we'll start with the pitchers first. Number one is your boy Blake Snell. His average is 8.4. The AI target gets him to hitting this average at 28%. His hit rate is at 40%. Second on the list is Tariq Skubal. His average is 8.0. The AI target is 28% to hit that target. His hit rate is 60%. This is, but you said I think you said that the line wasn't good for this, but this is someone I would pick for a parlay, just by going off what the AI tells us. Number three is Sonny Gray, which we talk about. His average is 7.0. The AI target to hit it is 28%. And his hit rate, basically how many times he's hit it in the last 10 games, is 40%. Then number four is Formo Valdez. Number five is Pablo Lopez. Number six is George Kirby. Number seven is Tajay Bradley, and number eight is Brad Singer. Number nine is Colin Ray. We talk about him, and number 10 is Jake Irvin with the average of 5.1 and a 27% to hit the target. Now our home run hitters. This is who, and this is funny. These names. Some of these people might not be playing, but for home runs, AI Tony, and just to clarify, AI Tony usually picks at least two people from the top 10 home runs to hit a home run, and then at least 2 to 4 people from total bases to hit a home run. So we'll start with the home runs. Number one, believe it or not, is Brandon Lowe. Number two is Tyler Fitzgerald. Number three is your boy, Jonathan India, coming in. I don't think Travis D. Orano is playing, but he comes in number four. Number five is actually, I might run this, is Christian Bethanocourt. I call him the NPC. He's number five on the list. He's 56% chance to hit with a 10% hit rate. Back to your Boston game, they got Jaron Duran here to hit a home run. Marcus Semien, I didn't think about him to look at him to hit a home run. He comes in number seven. Michael Harris, number two. He hit one yesterday. So AI Tony probably thinks that he's going to go back to back. He probably sees a pattern. Carlos Santana is number nine. And Manny Machio is number 10 from your San Diego Padres. He comes in number 10. I might do Manny from the top 10 list. I might take Manny as one of my AI Tony's bet, or maybe like you said, Duran. That should be a high run game. You said, so I'll look at maybe those two. Now from total bases, AI Tony has Gavin Lux, and that's why I picked him earlier. He's got him averaging 2.7 total bases with a 41% chance to hit, and he's hit this 50% of the times out of the last 10 games. So Gavin Lux might be a good look. Mark Vientos, I know I'm going to say that wrong. Tony has him at 2.6 total bases. He's hit this 40% of the times. Jaron Duran, he has him again in total bases. Jackson Torrio, he's got him, but I think we're staying away from that game, so I might not even do that. Helio Ramos, he has him at number 5 on total bases. He might go back to back. You never know with that. Jokensi Noel, and we spoke about him earlier. He might go. AI Tony has him at 2.1 average and a 41% chance to hit that average, and he's hit that 40% of the times. Another young gun, James Wood, he's got him at number 7. You should look at the matchup before you pick James Wood. And all our favorite is at number 8, All Rise, Aaron Judge, with an average of 4.0 total bases and a 26% chance to hit. And he's hit this 60% of the times in the last 10 games. If Aaron Judge gets another homer today, he has to be tested. He has to be, because that'll be like 4 or 5 games that he's hit a home run. My boy Bobby Witt Jr. comes in at number 9 to hit a home run. He has a 40% chance. And Lindor. And I had Bobby Witt and Lindor yesterday, and Lindor is still on the list for total bases. And usually, and if you follow me on Twitter, we'll get 2 to 4 names out of the total bases to hit a home run from this list. And sometimes 1 or 2 people from the top 10 home runs to hit a home run. I'd like Christian because he's a new name on the board. I might go with Christian and maybe Manny. And then from total bases, I like Noel. And I like Ramos. I think I might go with that might be the two leggers. I'll go with tonight. When I put it out I'm definitely going to check their matchups and their pitch mixes first. I might change it. What do you think, Plug? Who do you like from the list?
So out of your models, out of everything that I just heard, uh, one, I'm 100% going with India. That's my top one. I'm going with India tonight. I love that he's on your model. I love that he's there. Um, and then so let me put this in real quick. So I'm going with India, and then I want to pick one more high scoring game and take someone out of your, and I'm going to put the bet in. So I'm going big, y'all. All right, we got 150 people in here. I'm going big on this one. I'm doing home runs. You could take total
Okay.
bases or hits. I'm going big on this one. I got a feeling. So I'm going to go on DraftKings and do the double parlay. And obviously,
Smart.
if there's hits, I'm going to be breaking bread with my man AI Tony,
Right.
because his models are there. So we're going to be going to we're going to be taking India here. If DraftKings don't give us the single the option, um, if they don't give us the option for a double chance, then I will make a straight bet one.
All right.
But
You know what you should do real quick? Hold on. Let
yeah,
me.
go ahead.
I'm going to refresh this because this was ran 7 o'clock this morning, so some stuff could have changed. Let me just do the names. Usually, there might be a name that's added or a name that's taken away. Let me
Oh,
just
okay.
refresh this real quick. So what AI does? We get our data because I know you were asking that. We get our data from a company. I don't know if they want me to mention the name, but we got our data from a company. The developers basically created an AI model. They built it themselves. They trained it to look for patterns, take the data, the historic data that we get from the company that we get from, and every day we get the data, goes through the model, and then the model spits this out. So it doesn't go through ChatGPT or anything like that. It's a model that we created and that we tested and that we trained. It's basically machine learning. Um, that's the easiest way for me to tell you what it is. And every day, that's what it does. It gets the data from our source, from our plug. It goes into the model that the devs created, and then it spits it out. So
That's
I think that
awesome. Do you have which I'm sure you do, probably for every sport. Do you have a hit percent, a hit rate?
yes. So we don't have every sport yet, but we do have the hit rate. When you go to today's plays, the hit rate is basically at the end. So you'll see the name of the team, the person's name, and then the average is basically the 10. We only use 10 games. I think we might change it to 30 because of baseball. We had 10 games because in basketball, that was our first model we made, was the basketball one. So we kept it at 10 games because at 10 games you could basically see the average and you probably see a pattern. When it comes to baseball now, you're playing only like two teams in that same
Right.
week span. So I think we might revamp this next year and change it to maybe a 30 or 15 game span. But you'll get the average first, and then what AI thinks it would, the percentage of a chance of it to hit that average, and then the hit rate is at the end. So I refreshed it. The names are basically the same. Jonathan Inga is still there now. Tyler Fitzgerald is number 2.
Mm.
It's Lowe, Fitzgerald, India, Travis again, Bentoncourt, Michael Harris, Seaman, St. Carlos Santana's there now. Jared Duran dropped down from 4 to 9, and Manny Machado stayed at 10. That's for top 10 home runs. So you could probably still stick with India for total bases now. It stayed the same. Nothing really changed. It's Lux, Venezuelos, Duran, Charo, Ramos, Noel, Wood, Judge, Lindor, and Witt. The only thing that changed was Witt dropped down from 9 to 10, and Lindor moved up. Judge stayed the same place. Noel stayed the same place. Ramos stayed the same place. So looks like they're good picks, and it's like an hour before the game, so it's probably this is where the AI feels they'll land. I feel like I should go with Judge again, just for the fact that his name is still there, and it's probably no one's going to bet it. Um, but I'm definitely going to go with Noel and probably, like you said, India since India's there, and definitely Ben the Court because I've never seen his name up here ever in my entire life, and this is the first time I see
Betancourt,
Ben the Court. Yeah.
is he? Who does he play for?
The Cubs.
Astros.
No, Cubs. I think
The
Chicago Cubs.
Cubs. That's it. No, it's the Cubs. You're right.
I gotta look. I gotta look before I even make this pick. I gotta look at this, and I gotta look at Manny. I gotta look at Judge, and I'm gonna look at.
So I'm definitely going with India.
Yep.
Right. That's one game I think could be higher scoring. The other game that I think could be higher scoring is going to either be the Royals and Phillies game.
Mm,
I want to take a batter out of that one. And I also think we could see a higher scoring game in the Yankees or Rockies or possibly the Red Sox and Diamondbacks. So
mm,
I was thinking Red Sox, Diamondbacks. I heard Duran.
yep.
But who's the top guy on your model out of them three games? Out of the Diamondbacks, Red Sox, Yankees, Rockies, and the what was the other ones I said? Phillies and Royals.
It's going to be India. He's number 3 on the
We
top.
got India already. I need one more to go with India.
Mm.
So possibly.
Did you say Cleveland? You said
Uh,
Cleveland.
no, I didn't say Cleveland. Is there a good one in that one? Because that could be higher scoring as well.
I would go with Noel.
Noel.
Yeah.
All right,
Unless
that's
you
what we're
want to, and
going
then you
with.
said Boston, you should go with Durant. He's listed twice here.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
I think the Boston game is going to be higher scoring.
Yeah.
Durant was my first thought.
There you go. So Durant, India. I
All
would do
right,
that.
Durant India mix. That's going to bring us out to a that's actually a nice one, bro. So we are getting for Durant and India, we're getting a plus 4,000 plus 4,775 odds.
That's nice. Let me put that
Yep.
in.
So that's for India and Duran to go yard today, plus 4,775. So obviously, this is a pizza money parlay,
Yeah.
guys.
Yeah. With no
Okay.
research, this is just
Not even. This bitch is like a coffee money parlay,
yeah,
guys. All
exactly.
right. So I'm going to put $2.50 on this to win 121.
There you go. Nothing crazy.
Officially from AI Tony's model.
Yep.
All right. I love it, man. I love it.
I'm adding mine in right
I'm
now.
putting the bet in now. All right, bets placed, man. Let's go. Duran and India, baby. Go yard for me. Baby needs some new shoes.
I
All
love
right.
it.
All right. Let's get to the NFL and we'll get these good people up out of here, man. We got about 148 people in here now. NFL's going. I know people want to see. Yeah, it's preseason, but still, I know a lot of people's watching football. And
Yep.
be happy, okay? Be very proud, guys, that I didn't get to give you some of the outcomes in these beginning games. All right, but we are going to fuck up this late slate. All right, I promise you that. By the way, update on
Georgia Tech.
yes, sir. Do you have the score in front of you?
No, I'm still looking to place this
All
bet.
right, let me see if I can find it real quick. Because one of my cappers actually just gave out. So it's still same score. Third quarter's already begun. 14-14. One of my guys actually just gave out Florida State in the second half.
Oh wow.
So yeah, and he knows his shit. So that's a little worrisome, but like I said, we got a plus 10.5, plus 13.5. Maybe the money line might be on the fritz, but it's okay. I like where we're sitting going into the third quarter, tied game right now with that many points.
Yeah.
So we're looking good. All right,
I just need
into
to do one
the
more real quick. I'll be right back.
okay. All right, so into the NFL. Let's see what we got here, guys. NFL, we have. All right, so we're going to talk about this Cowboys game. We got the Chargers and the Cowboys. We got the Chargers at a plus 154. We got the Cowboys at a minus 185. Um, Looks like we got a total of 33 locked up on both sides at minus 110 here. Looks like we're getting 3.5 with the Chargers, and it looks like the Cowboys are laying 3.5 in this one. It's not my favorite game here, but I do kind of like Dallas laying the field goal. I have not liked really what I've seen from the Chargers at all in preseason so far. They really do look terrible, guys. Dallas, they look like they're kind of locked in with a lot of their guys. Like when it comes to depth and their pieces, I think the Cowboys know where they're at when it comes to that, right? They already got their identity. They know who they are. They know who they're playing. But to be honest with you, what I've seen from the Cowboys, these backups that are coming in, they are playing with some serious they're playing competitive, in my opinion. Like they're playing good ball in preseason, and I think they're going to finish the preseason off with a win. Like they want to go into the regular season with the win here, with high motivation. I think Dallas gets it done, man. I really do. Deuce Vaughn, if you guys can get his props, that might be a really good look today. Uh, I'm not touching anyone on the Chargers, guys. I'm not. I'm not touching anyone on the Chargers. So in this game one, I'm going to be going with the Dallas Cowboys, laying the 2.5. Take the juice. All right, take the juice. Lay the minus 2.5 here, and or use them as a money line parlay piece. Obviously, I'm not getting any player props, man. I think that if you got sleeper or DraftKings, I mean sleeper or anything like that, I would go and probably look at some. But I definitely like Dallas Cowboys here. All right, next one I'm going to go to is the next game we got, which is going to be the man Vikings are beating up on the Eagles, bro. We got the Giants at a minus 162. We got the Jets at a plus 136. We got a total of 31.5 here. It's highly favored to the, well, slightly favored to the under at a minus 112 in this one. Again, the Giants are laying 3 points in this one. The Jets are getting 3 points. This is a difficult game for me, right? I mean, both teams I'm not really big on. The line opened up at a 2.5 in favor of the Giants. So there is a little bit of money coming on the Giants here. Obviously, New York game. Giants, they're coming off of a really bad game. And I really don't think the Giants preseason, regular season, we don't back Giants as a favorite, right? I think that still stands here. I will never back the Giants as a favorite. Giants play great in the underdog role. They always have. I think they're always going to. So, I mean, and now they're playing all of their backups for this game. I mean, you got the Giants coming in as an underdog playing all their backups. I mean, as a favorite. I'm not doing it. The Jets, um, they they've been their preseason numbers are good, guys. Uh the Jets have always, it's not just this year, right? The Jets have always been an incredibly good preseason team to back. And that's just facts. I mean, you go back until last year, the year before that, these guys have won preseason games. And getting them as an underdog today, especially when the public is going to be backing the Giants, I love the Jets today. I think the Jets win this game outright. I truly do. A lot of this stuff is a lot of this stuff in preseason, guys, is a shot in the dark. But
Yep.
we are undefeated in preseason so far. I'm just going to put that out there. I have not lost a single preseason pick yet. All right. And the Jets are going to probably be this close to being one of my write ups today. So just keep that in mind. I really like the Jets today. Give me the points. I think after their last 3 years of just dominating the preseason, I don't think the Giants in a favor spot is going to be the one to end that. So give me the Jets here on the money line and give me the Jets plus the 3 points. All right, AI Tony, I went over the first two games. I went over the Cowboys and the Jets game. Do you got one for either one?
I'm not a Cowboys fan, and I'm not a Jets fan, but I'll definitely go with the Jets. I'm agree with you on that one. Really didn't keep up too much with preseason. I'm going to start this week, but um, I definitely I'll ride with the Jets. They got Aaron Rodgers back. Uh, they should be. They hopefully they should be good this year.
I think they're going to be.
Yeah.
I think they got especially in preseason. They have been dominating preseason. I think they'll be fine against the Giants here. Cowboys taking the Chargers. I think the Cowboys should dominate them. I hate the line movement. There's a lot of people back in the Cowboys, but I think it's the right move. It's got to be the Cowboys for me in that one as well. But I think the Jets is mostly the stronger play out of the two games. The last game we got is the Browns and the Seahawks, Tony. The
Yep.
Browns are actually coming in as an underdog at plus 2.5 here,
Yeah,
man.
I see that. That's
Yeah,
crazy.
they're a plus 124 favorite. You got the Seahawks at a minus 148, and we got a total of 36. This is one of the tougher games on the entire slate, not just not just in these last three. For the entire slate, this was one of the tougher ones because the line is moving heavy in favor of the Seahawks. So
Yeah.
the Seahawks opened up as a underdog, guys. Seahawks opened up as a plus 1.5 underdog. They are now a minus 2.5 point favorite. So I don't know if there was information released saying that maybe we're going to see a lot more time out of the
Yeah.
Seahawks starters or what the situation is here. So my initial pick was I love the Seahawks as the underdog. But now that there's so much money coming in on them, I'm staying away from this game completely. I've said it so many times throughout this preseason. I love points. I take points in preseason all the time. All right. But now with this line movement, I just don't know. The Browns have not won a preseason game since last year, right? Was it? Yeah, last year's Hall of Fame game, bro.
Wow.
Browns played in last year's Hall of Fame game, and that was the last time that we have seen them win anything in preseason. So them being favored here, or them being opening up as a favorite, the public might have just slammed the Seahawks, right? Knowing that information. But I'm not willing to risk that. So it's not a play for me. I lean Seahawks, but I can't bet this game, man.
Yeah, I would stay away from that game too. And didn't Cleveland go to the playoffs last year? Like they were pretty good, unless
They
like
were.
you
They
said,
weren't terrible.
yeah, unless you said there's some information that maybe Cleveland's not playing all their people, or Seahawks are playing, like you said, most of their people
No,
to like third or fourth.
it's
Um,
just because they suck so bad in preseason. The Browns are horrible in preseason. They're
I could
zero
see it.
4 and 1 straight up so far in preseason.
Everybody sees that pattern and just like, yeah, Seahawks.
Exactly. And I think maybe it's just a huge reaction to seeing the Seahawks open up as an underdog.
You know,
So, yeah, I think it's a stay away as well.
yeah,
All right. So this is a part of the show. So that's all we got. So this is a part of the show, Tony. I love to give out best bets at the end of every show. So out of everything we talked about today, I want you to tell the listeners your favorite bet. One
oh,
bet that you think that is your absolute favorite of the day.
and I think it was your bet. I have it right here because I was doing them as we go. Let me just bring up my slips here. I think it was that the one with the pitcher. As soon as I can find his name,
Yeah,
I
the
think that was the
strikeout
one. With,
prop.
yeah, the strikeout prop.
Yep, that's going to be my best bet as well today.
Because I'm like, yeah, Jake Irvin over
Yes, bro.
4.5. That's crazy because his average is 5.8, and he's
Bro, it's
definitely
an
real with
awesome
that.
look.
I think that is the best prop for today.
Yep. Yep, I'm with you, man. The first time we've had a consensus on a best bet on Plug Talk. I love it, bro.
Yeah, because
I'm
when I
with you
saw that,
here.
I was just like, holy shit! Like,
Yeah, dude, I'm with you here. I already put the bet in.
yeah,
So,
so did I.
yep,
So did
I
I. I
already
put
placed the
that
bet. I absolutely love Jake Irvin over the 4.5 Ks today. We got it at an amazing price.
in. You know,
I mean, dude, I love it. It is absolutely my favorite bet on the board today as well.
you know. Now, if you were talking about parlay bets, it'll probably be Turang and JJ for a hit. Like that's probably a good. And Bryce is at negative 220 for a hit, and JJ is like a one negative 185 for a hit. But JJ has a really good matchup. Bryce is just going to get you a hit.
I
That
love that, bro. I
yeah,
love, and you're probably getting almost even money with that.
yes, a little bit more than even money. So if you
I
want to do
love
it,
that.
I think I'm going to post that later as my play of the day. Will be Turang and JJ. That's a good both to get a hit.
I love it, man. All right. So there you go, man. That's what we got for today. 163 people in here, man. I appreciate all you guys. Then that is a big number, even like on a Saturday with football on. That's a big number, man. So I appreciate all you guys coming in. Uh so if you guys can, please go follow AI Tony. AI Tony, would you like to let them know? Do you got any kind of services or any way
Yeah,
they could get your model or
yeah. So
get
if you want to,
information from you?
yep, thank you. If you want to use the AI 20 bot, like I said, I made it open for everyone. It's at SharpDuel backslash AI dash Tony. It's $10 for the entire MLB season. But not only that, you'll be getting the NBA model because that's already done. As soon as NBA starts, you get the data feed already. Same thing with hockey. Because am I right? MLB ends like at the end of September, right? September or something, I believe, around then.
Somewhere
So
around there. I don't know the exact date, but you're
yeah,
right
so
there on
somewhere
it.
around there. So once you pay the $10, you're gonna get NFL, MLB, NBA, and hockey until the end of the MLB season. So you'll be able to experience. If you like the NFL model, you could buy the NFL when it comes out. If you like the NBA model, you could pay for that when it comes out. I'm trying to make it affordable for everyone. I'm not doing $200 a month or whatever. It's nothing like that. I want you to be able to experience the season. Use the AI Tony bot. You might not know NFL. You might not know NBA. I didn't know NBA. I didn't know hockey, and I was still able to put together with some research, some bets, so I could play, show my friends like, hey, I hit this, I hit that. It's a great tool, and that's what it is a tool. And like I told Plug before, I'm not a capper. I brought this model out. I use it myself, and I want everyone else to be able to use it. I just been hitting because of the model, so I want everyone to be able to hit, and we could beat the books basically with it. I do have a YouTube. I try to do a YouTube video once a week. It's an AI Tony avatar that brings a little bit of street knowledge, and I use the picks from AI Tony on the YouTube. Just search AI Tony YouTube. You can subscribe and follow me there. And then Twitter, AI Tony underscore AI underscore Tony underscore bets. You can follow me on Twitter, and from there you can find my other socials on TikTok, Instagram. But I post a lot more on Twitter, so follow me there if you want to see my plays. I don't really pay for plays. I put them free. You're really just paying for the Discord bot and for you able to use the services that I provide. And that's really it. Thank you, Plug. And we
That
definitely got to do this again. I'm down for next
100%.
Sunday. I'm down for next Sunday. Maybe we could get the model up so people can actually see me. We could build a parlay with the model. Um,
Absolutely, bro.
that,
Absolutely. We'll
um,
definitely get that working for next show. 100%. I'll make sure that we get it working for next show because I would love everyone to see your model at work.
yeah,
Or you guys can simply just go pay the $10. I mean, that is an extremely reasonable price, guys. I love that pricing, and you get the full season along with it. I mean,
yeah.
you can't beat it, man. You
Yep. And
cannot
then
beat
you'll get
that.
those, and then you'll get those other. Once we're done with the NFL, and we start getting the data feed for the NBA and the
That's
NHL,
awesome, dude.
you'll get all those and experience it until the end of MLB season.
Yeah, that's awesome, bro. I love that, man. I'm definitely going to head over to YouTube. I just created a YouTube channel as well. So I'm
I'll
definitely
follow
going to
you.
head over to YouTube and follow you as well over there. I already follow you on Twitter and everything. So interested to see how this goes forward. And yeah, man, it was a pleasure having you on today.
Thank you
Um,
so much. We definitely do this again next week. I'll be back.
Absolutely, bro. Absolutely. So, everyone, you know where to find me. TheOutletSV.com. You can find me on TheOutletSV.com. You can go over there. We have a bunch of articles up. I'm going to release a couple more for tomorrow and today. I do have a promo running still for. I can't believe I haven't sold this one yet. The first two went like that. This one has been sitting there forever. So someone come and grab it, man. It's $100 for all NFL season, full VIP access with me. You can't beat it, man. We are almost at 100 subscribers on YouTube. We need like 30 more. As soon as we do hit the 100 subscribers on YouTube, guys, the Monday giveaways will be brought back with gift cards. So I can't wait to do that. So try to get us there. Go over to YouTube, follow us, the outlet underscore SV. Also, Twitter, you guys know where to find me. I have a whole community built for Plug Talk on Twitter. So if you're interested, you go to my profile and there's a community link right underneath my profile. Just send me a request and I'll accept you in. You find recaps, you find the videos, flashbacks, best bets, and I give a full sheet of every play that was giving out from me on each game as a recap on there as well. You can only find that stuff in the community. I will release the best bets to the full gambling Twitter because obviously I had AI Tony on today, and I want everyone to see that his plays are on there as well. But when it's just me doing the show or someone in the outlet, I keep it within the community. All right, but definitely, Tony, it was great having you on, bro. I
Thank you.
appreciate it. Yup, it was good having you, man. We're going to set up another time here very soon to get you back on. And
Definitely.
guys, I appreciate everyone for tuning in today. Enjoy the games. It's about to be a huge night. Let's make tonight a winning one. And guys, good luck with all your bets tonight.
Yep. Take care. Thank you again.
Yes, sir. Absolutely, man.
Later.